Yeah, and who cares?
I mean, I don't know.
Thank you. Great. Amazing. Fantastic.
Wait, we got to figure out his next destination. What are you talking about, man?
Well, destination for LA sports. And
So
LeBron's not in LA.
Well, it's not gonna be
So
LA.
that's not his
It's not gonna be
destination.
LA unless he
LeBron,
goes to the
man.
Clippers.
DeAndre Hopkins is
area.
our producer today. Will is, of course, working with us, the guy from the Lakers show with me. So, interns, you guys are not allowed to stay by law.
By law?
Is
Really?
it by law you guys have to leave? Okay, if it's by law you have to leave, then get out of here. All right. Because I thought you guys were just leaving on your own.
We're not trying to break any
and
laws.
I was about to go off for that. But if you guys have to leave by law, feel free. You guys can go. I don't want to get anybody in
saying
trouble.
that though, just to leave.
Well, you know what? This is an internship season. You guys can leave for real. If you got to go, you got to go. Get out of here. By law, I know they have to go. But this is the type of season, the type of year where you're hanging out. You're like, man, what's going on? And you see the interns around here.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are really going to stay? You're going to stay. You got to go. You got to go to school?
Lance has school, he said.
Lance, I thought you already got your master's. Oh, man.
He said he graduated. He graduated and he didn't.
Okay.
Man. This is what happens when you go to Long Beach State, bro. My USC kids would have been different, right? What school did you go to?
USC.
And then look who's here.
Right.
Who's here working at the scenes. So got a lot to get to here. Of course, heavy baseball because the Dodgers are coming up at the top of the hour. Dodgers playing the Rockies. And wow, the Rockies are bad.
They're bad.
I know you host Blue Review 6:30 every day.
They pulled one out yesterday, but the Dodgers last night looked like a tired team. Like they're playing, like it's like their 12th straight day of playing. They just look kind of worn out, and the Rockies kind of took advantage of that.
All right.
But they're bad.
I know they're horrible, but are the Rockies now? Right now, you know I am the host of Lakers pre, half, and post. It's an honor, it's a privilege. So of course, it's all Laker talk. We'll get into the Kuminga talk later on, maybe, but a lot of that stuff's still up in the air. I am a baseball fan. That's what I want to do. Over the weekend, I acted like you. I finally got an opportunity to call a baseball game at a minor league facility.
Nice. Were you in Ontario?
No, I actually got to call the California Collegiate League,
Okay.
the CCL, and they had their All-Star game in Reno, home of the Aces.
Nice.
Because the Reno Aces, the team, was on the road. So the Aces, the organization, wanted to have a 4th of July fireworks show.
Okay.
In order to get the concessions and make the money. The city of Reno wanted people there.
Right.
But you can't just have a fireworks show if there's no game, really. You know, it's not
It's kind of weird. Yeah.
kind of weird. So they were able to get the California Collegiate League that has teams from Sonoma down to Orange County, the OC Riptide. There's a team at the Academy, Urban Youth Academy in Compton.
Okay.
So Santa Barbara Foresters. It's kind of like how the Cape Cod League is.
Yeah.
Right. And the Frontier League and the Jayhawk League, all those leagues all over the country, but there's a California League. So we got to play in Reno, and 7,000 people were out there. They showed up. It was a great experience.
That's awesome.
Stars and stripes. The kids got to feel like major leaguers out there. So I loved it, right? Being out there. And the Aces are the organization that's involved with the Diamondbacks. And I've been watching and I'm looking around, and, you know, baseball's always on in the background for me. I don't know the standings.
Okay.
Right? Because I don't have to right
no,
now.
That's not important.
Because I'm a fan.
Right.
I tried to go to a Dodger game the other night, and I wasn't paying $85 to sit in. I love going to the games. I want to take the kids. I haven't taken my kids this summer yet because one's home from college and the other was high school. So we have a tradition. We go to a Dodger game every single year. But I could not fathom paying $85 to sit next to the left field foul pole in the reserve section.
Yeah.
That's per one. And I know, and we make all right money. We're not Mason. We're not trying.
Right.
We don't have money like that, like, you know, Kaplan. But that's a $400 night to go see, and I didn't know who they were playing.
Right.
And I saw Rockies. Oh, hell no.
No,
I'm not paying $85 to see the Rockies.
Although I do wonder, like, you know, I didn't look, but like, could you have gone on, you know, like a secondary market?
That's where
and
it
got
was.
a ticket? That's where it's 85.
It was Tick Pick on 85. I used Tick Pick or Game Time, and it was just one of those where I'm at home. I'm like, all right, this is cool, you know, like, let's do this. This was it? Oh yeah, it was yesterday.
Yeah.
That's what I did. It was yesterday. I'm like, you know what? Let me just, you know, I looked around 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. Price was not going down. Like, it wasn't a giveaway. It wasn't a crazy thing. It's just everybody wants to see the Dodgers.
Right.
Now, and it's a beautiful thing. But I'm asking you this right now. Are the Rockies the worst team in baseball? Because I was watching it on TV yesterday, and damn, they look like the worst team in baseball.
I think the worst team in baseball might be down in Orange County.
The Angels?
I think watching the Angels this year, they're bad.
So the other day, and I feel bad because I know people in the organization, and I'm not trying to bash on them. The other day, I was at that Golden Road across from Angel Stadium.
Right.
I got there early to meet some friends. It was like around 3-ish. Dead, of course. You know, 3 o'clock. I'm thinking there's a crowd coming. There's a little bit of a crowd coming.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, happy hour people getting off of work.
Right.
Kid you not, Marcus? There was a game going on across the street.
The whole time?
It was going to be. I left at 5:30. And I saw Angel jerseys because I just thought people that are fans.
They're just hanging out. Yeah.
But a 5:30 is when I left.
Mm-hmm.
Not crowd. They were playing the A's. It was like last week, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And I looked it up by the time I left. I was like, oh, there is a game going on.
Right.
$5.
Wow. That's so
$5.
That's amazing because so you talk about everybody wanting to see the Dodgers. So
Yeah.
my dad last week or whenever the Dodgers were in Sacramento to play the A's.
Last week.
Yeah.
Last weekend.
So
right?
like my hometown, I grew up in Vallejo, California. It's an
Oh, you're a
hour.
Vallejo kid?
I'm a Vallejo kid.
Oh, you and
yeah.
Cece, huh?
Me and Cece and E40. Yeah, exactly. So my dad drove up. He's like, I want to see the Dodgers. He's like, it's going to be easier probably to go to Sacramento, at least cheaper to go to Sacramento to see them than try to go to San Francisco against the Giants.
Mm-hmm.
So he went up there and he got like, I think game 2 of the series. But he's like, he looked at the Wednesday tickets because he thought maybe Shohei might be pitching. And everybody thought Shohei might be pitching. So like lawn seats in Sacramento for that Wednesday game were going for like $250. Just for
The lawn?
The lawn seats were going
Like
for about
that berm that they have in
Yeah.
right field?
for like $250. The funny part is they scratched Shohei. He didn't even end up pitching that day. So somebody put out $250 for lawn seats to see the bullpen pitch
Now,
that day.
so you worked, okay, so you grew up in the Vallejo, right?
Mhm.
So you'd go to the River Cats games?
I went to maybe one or
Okay,
two.
more A's.
Went to a lot of A's games as a kid.
Yeah, so the River Cats are the AAA affiliate down there
Mhm.
or up there. And when they're there, so I have a family in Hayward.
Okay.
So one of my uncles, Dewey Liceo, was an usher at the Coliseum.
Okay.
So he retired and he was an usher. He was.
Was he an usher with Tom Hanks? When Tom Hanks was doing that, Tom Hanks was like a concessions guy at A's games.
Oh, was he really?
Yeah, as a kid, like in high school, he said he sold like sodas and stuff at A's games.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you ever do that job?
I did not do that job. I
You-
worked in the minor leagues. I did a lot of things. I did not sell drinks or anything like that.
That's why Felipe Esparza, a comedian friend of mine, he was at Dodger Stadium
Mhm.
and he was selling souvenirs. Back when the Dodgers used to have the concession guys that were going up and selling souvenirs.
Right.
He has one of the jokes like, souvenirs here, souvenirs, souvenirs. But he was always working a side hustle, he says.
Right.
And then he became the hot dog guy. So that was the thing. So I see people working. But my point is, if you have a chance to see the Dodgers, you're from the Bay Area,
Mhm.
they're the rock and roll show. right?
Yeah.
So when I saw that ticket was $200, I was like, you got to be kidding me. But then that stadium's only, what, 10,000 maybe?
It's like 14,000, I think, something like that.
So when the Yankees go there,
Oh, I'm sure it's
gotta be crazy,
it's
too.
impossible too. Yeah, the Yankees. I would try to think what other teams might go there, but yeah, the Yankees, the Dodgers for
the
sure.
Red Sox for sure, right?
Probably the Cubs. If the Cubs show up there, I mean, at some point the Cubs.
Oh, yeah, the
go
Cubs, because
because
yeah.
every national team comes there. Like the Cubs might be a tough ticket too, because those fans travel well too.
So that's what I was looking at. I was getting where I know the Dodgers are amazing. I know they're fun to watch, but I just couldn't spend $400 to watch the Rockies. Because at the end of the day, you're there watching the opposing team, too, right? I'm like, damn it, am I wrong for this?
No, because I haven't taken my kid to a game this year. Like we've gone in the past. We went last year, and I keep looking and checking, and that's sort of it. It's like trying to find one where the prices are reasonable, but also one, especially now that it's the summer, right? Like I don't want to go to a day game because it's just
No.
so damn hot.
That's what
out
I
there.
do go to the day games
Mhm.
because usually my friends who have the good season tickets,
Mhm.
they can't go.
Okay.
So they'll give me their season tickets.
Mhm.
So, but those are the ones who have the fancy pass at the baseline club.
Oh, of course.
So yeah, so I just sit in the air
you sit there
conditioning.
because otherwise, it's
DeAndre
too
knows.
damn hot.
DeAndre's been in those seats.
It's too hot to be
It's
out
too
there
damn
in the
high.
day.
It's one right next to the dugout. So
Right.
there's a day game coming. I'll go to a day game during the week. It's the
Mhm.
best, but not anymore, man.
It's hard. It's hard. And it's even getting harder to see them at spring training. And I haven't been to spring training in a couple of years, but
I tried a couple years ago and it was $85 to
It's
see a spring
right-
training.
and this is so I remember going. This is many years ago. This was like right after one of the Giants World Series titles, and I got a good friend who lives down there, so we'd go together. And we tried to go for a Giants A's game. It was sold out, and there was a guy just selling extra tickets out front. And he says, "Yeah," he's like, "I got tickets." He said $75, and we're kind of like, "It's more than we wanted to pay, but yeah, we can chip in. We'll do 75 for the pair." He's like, "No, that's 75 for one." And I looked at him, I said, this game doesn't count, right? Because like for $75, I might want to pinch hit or something. Like, what am
I'm
I
watching
doing?
number 98 pitch.
Like, what's happening here?
See, we're on the ESPN Los Angeles YouTube account. We're going to interact with you guys, have some fun with you guys. It's more of a relaxed show. Destination for LA Sports. Beto Marcas Grant with you. Just kind of like a decompressing of how the day went.
Yeah.
Of course, in the morning, you have Sedano and Cap, then you have Mason and I. It's so good to hear John back. John's been gone for a while, so I haven't heard John and his LeBron take for a while. Pepe and Michael were involved this afternoon.
So I heard.
You had the old man in the crowd yelling at them. And then, of course, you had DeMarco and Travis with Andy filling in. So it was a lot of stuff. But I'm not mad at the Dodgers. Here's why. Because they win. They spend the money on the product.
They reinvest back into the product. They're not just taking money and it's going in the owner's pocket. So, like, yeah, it's expensive to go to a Dodger game, but you see on the field where that money's going.
Yeah. And it's a fun experience. It's a freaking fun experience. That's why when I was at Golden Road a couple weeks ago, I could have gone to this Angel game for $5, but is it going to be fun? Is it going to be an atmosphere? Is it going to be a vibe? There's going to be energy.
It's not going to be a vibe.
No, because every single night, I have a TikTok, and I just mostly post like information stuff on there. Like I yell at interns, like, here's how you should behave.
Right.
That was actually one of my last posts is like, hey, don't ask me for a meeting, and then all of a sudden don't know who I am. So like, if you want me to get yelled at, go to my TikTok, Beto Vision, talk about the business stuff like that. But before you go to bed, doom scrolling, and I don't follow any of my friends, but the Dodger algorithm is all on my TikTok, and it just seems so much fun at the Ravine right now. When I'm watching the post game and I see Hairston and John Hartung, I'm like, damn, Club Ravine out there is always partying.
Yeah,
out there.
man.
I have no problem paying for that. I just can't pay for the Rockies. The Orioles maybe, but the Rockies, I could not name you any. And I used to be the guy that knew everybody's roster. I mean, you were probably the same way.
Yeah, of course.
You were probably the same way as a kid, right?
Yeah,
You can still
absolutely.
name me the 88 A's like no other.
Not only could I name at one point name you like not only the starting lineup for the A's, I could tell you the left-handed platoons. I could do the batting stances of everybody.
Yeah?
Like 12-year-old Marcus could do the batting stances of every single starting Oakland Athletic.
That's my good friend, batting stance guy. You follow him?
Yeah.
Gar?
That's why, I mean, like my friends and I laughed. Like, this dude got famous on the internet doing batting stances.
Yeah.
We were like, we were doing this when we were like 10 years old.
But he does it. He goes to games and he's like on point. He was on Letterman. So Gar's my good friend, batting stance guy. The reason I bring that up is I found a kid who might know more than us.
Really?
You can memorize the 88 series, right? You work at the NFL Network, don't you?
Yeah.
Do you remember the schedule from last year?
No.
Do you remember who won every week?
No.
We found the kid who can do that.
Wow.
We're going to let you know all about him coming up. Destination for LA Sports. Beto Marcas Grant with you here on 710 ESPN.
Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea just got harder with Twisted Tea Extreme. The hard iced tea taste you know and love, but with an 8% kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea Extreme is made with real brewed tea, goes down smooth, and brings your daytime drinking to the next level. Just look for the bright yellow cans in the cooler and get ready to dial up the fun. Big flavor, extreme kick. Twisted Tea Extreme. Keep it twisted!
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Summer's finally here, and we're kicking it off with a whole lot of free. Free brake pads with Duralast rotors. Free oil filter with 5 quarts of oil. Free Armor All wipes with Armor All glass cleaner, and more. More free, so you can have more summer. Celebrate free at AutoZone. Now through July 27th. Restrictions apply.
Get in the zone, AutoZone. ESPN LA fans join us Friday, July 10th at Hollywood Park Casino for the Kickin' It at the Park tailgate party as we broadcast live with the Sedano and Cap Morty Show. Come tailgate for the quarterfinal and unforgettable final World Cup game at SoFi. Cheer on your team and enjoy HBC's new outdoor bar. Hollywood Park Casino, the only spot where you can park, party, and play 24/7 is LA's hottest card room, and it just got hotter during the epic Summer of Soccer. Friday, July 10th at Hollywood Park Casino. For more info, go to playhbc.com or follow us at playhbc. Must be 21 plus to enter.
Red card penalty. Score big flavor with Lava Grill's new Red Card combo for a limited time. A mini sweet and spicy chicken ball, chili crisp dumplings, and a refreshing penalty punch for a beverage with mango popping boba. An all-star lineup for just $9.99 only at Lava Grill.
You know, we talk a lot about winning culture in sports, but Mike, you've built that same thing here at Rotolo Chevrolet.
That's exactly right, Travis. For me, it's simple. Take care of your people and they'll take care of the customer.
And it shows. I mean, award-winning dealership, huge reputation across SoCal, and that doesn't happen by accident.
I'm a big believer in no shortcuts. We believe in doing the right thing every time. When your team feels trusted, they step up.
Sounds like a championship mindset to me.
That's the goal. Build a team that wins for our customers every single day.
And it is the destination for LA Sports Tonight with Beto Duran and Marcus Grant. Now, here's the thing. You watch Marcus every morning, 6:30 a.m., The Blue Review. Him and Greg Bergman talking Dodgers baseball. And we know Beto's the Cisco kid around here. Right now, more of Beto and Marcus on ESPN LA.
Little thuggish ruggish.
Wow.
Look at Will. So
It's a jam right here.
They got their star on the Walk of Fame.
Did they really?
Look at Will. So during the Lakers season, Will's my board op engineer, right?
Okay.
And says 0 words all season long. Like he has to send me the highlights for home games, and he just texts me the list of highlights, and that's it. Not even hi Beto, how you doing? Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So Will and I, we don't interact. He's fantastic at his job.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'll see him, and he and I make eye contact post game, and I'm like, hey, Will, just do whatever you want with the music. We're having fun with it. I even said, Will, do you want to interact? He's like, no. Like during the post game, he's like, no, because he's just locked in. If I had a regular show, Will would be working with me. This is the most I've ever heard Will talk right now. So something
Look,
about
man,
both
I'm a
thugs-
jack of all trades, master of none. I'm a ball watcher, as your boy would say. What's
Yeah.
the name of
not a ball knower, just a ball
I'm
watcher.
not a ball knower. I'm a ball watcher.
Okay.
And
All
Will
right.
is also a big Disney guy.
Are you?
I'm a big Disney. I just love like nerd stuff.
Okay.
So are you a Star Wars
Video
guy?
games, Star Wars movie.
All right.
You know, Marvel.
Okay.
Yeah, because what's it called? What do they call you?
The Star Wars brother.
Yeah.
Oh, the Star. See,
That's
There you go.
that's what Cappy has dubbed me.
So are you the
Cappy
Star
and
Wars hermano?
I'm the Star Wars hermano. There
There
we
you
go.
go. Love it.
Well, I have no idea what that means, so I'm not involved with any
Love
of that
it.
stuff. Now, you wanted to be a broadcaster when you went to USC, right?
I did. I was saying this when I first got to college. I thought I was going to be like a straight news, like hard news broadcaster, and then I was like, why would I do sports?
Yeah,
'Cause
news
it's what-
sucks.
Because like I sit around with my friends, back home and talk about sports all day. Like, why wouldn't I get a job where I can get paid for it?
Exactly. So did you ever go to a broadcasting camp?
I never went to I took a broadcasting class.
Okay.
Like just a sports broadcasting class, but I never went to a camp.
All right. So there's this organization, they call it sports broadcasting camps. And, in this day and age where as parents, we both are, we try to find something to keep our kids active
Yes.
during the summer. Like my son was like 6 years old. I sent him to a Lego camp for a week, right?
Really? That's a thing?
It was at Harbor College. It was 3 hours of just little kids building Legos.
That's cool.
Like it came back and it was actually an engineering thing.
Okay. All right.
And it was really cool. So you just find different things for kids to do. And I've actually volunteered and spoken at Sports Broadcaster Camps of America. They usually do it at UCLA once a week, and kids come from all over the place. And there's kids who are, elementary age, junior high age, high school kids who are the future Syracuse studs. They're the future Annenberg. They're Cronkite. They're all that stuff.
Right.
And every now and then you run into these kids. And I the last time I spoke a couple years ago at UCLA, there was one kid who was just grilling me about boxing because he knew I worked. And all these kids, when you go in there, they know that you're speaking.
Right.
And they know your background. They're doing this other stuff. And there's one kid who was 12 years old at the time was like, okay, the rankings are blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yo, I'm not paying at the rankings,
right?
Bro. I'm just the guest speaker to tell you, hey, I saw Kobe. I saw the Lakers. Woo! Right? And some of these kids are so smart. And it reminds us of when we were that age, we would read the box scores. We would know the batting stance, right? The 88, who was your lefty reliever for the A's coming out, right?
Right. I mean, I knew that was sort of back then.
Yeah, so I knew for the Dodgers was Alejandro Pena coming out, number 26.
For sure.
From San Pedro de Macorís. Well, yesterday, this kid at a sports broadcasting camp on the East Coast, his skill, he can recite every single NFL schedule and result of every single team since 2009.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
He did it yesterday and recorded. It went viral. I saw it on John Boy. And today, Kenny Albert, the esteemed broadcaster, Kenny Albert, was a speaker, and they told him about it, and they did it again. And here's what it sounds like.
Lost to the Jets. What? Week 2, they lost to the Texans. Oh! Week 3, okay, scroll up.
Because they're showing the screen behind him.
Okay.
No, I'm not forgetting. I just need to remind myself. Oh, they lost to the Pats.
Let him cook. Let him cook.
They lost to the Dolphins. Week 5, they had to bye. Week 6. Okay. Okay.
Come on.
Oh, week 6, they lost to the Chargers. Yeah. Week 7. Oh, week 7, they lost to the Cardinals. They lost to the Browns.
And once he hit a stride, he kept going and going and going.
I love the reactions. I love hearing somebody go, let him cook. Let him cook.
He's him. He's him.
He's him. From 2009, he could recite it. There's some Rain Man-esque qualities
That's
right
insane.
there. Right?
The closest I remember, I met a guy when I was in college. I knew a guy who, from that point, like in the mid '90s, he could tell you for every Super Bowl, not just the teams, but like the teams, the score, the stadium, the attendance, and who sang the national anthem.
Wow.
He could do that from like the mid '90s back to like, I think it was like 1970 or something like that. It was insane.
The Steve Hartman, who's Mason's enemy,
Right.
I remember listening to his show when he was on with Michael, the Loose Cannons. He would always recite every single Heisman Trophy winner.
He would know that for a while.
that.
Yeah.
Gustavo Arellano, a good friend for the LA Times, he can recite so many different names and lineups of different stuff. I'm like, and he's a news writer.
Right.
And we just got the text right now. One, Gregory Bergman says, I went to those camps twice.
Wow, really?
They used to have them at Long Beach. And now I remember this. They used to do the NBA Summer League in Long Beach.
In the Pyramid.
At the Pyramid.
Yeah.
And then they would also, it's all coming back to me now, they would also get to do an Angels game because I would see them at the Angels press box.
That's cool.
So whoever was in charge would have them there and have them do stuff. Bergman, call Bergman. I want to talk to him about him going to camp. Like, seriously.
You know what? I could see young Bergman. I
didn't know these camps existed until I was an adult.
So I've seen a picture of Greg Bergman. Like, it might have been high school when he's got frosted tips. Like, I could see that version of Bergie at a broadcaster camp.
I thought Bergman was a football player.
Maybe he did. Maybe he played football with frosted tips. I don't know.
Yeah, so we're talking. I got to ask these questions about these kids because I've only gone as a counselor and spoken for an hour right there.
Mm-hmm.
But did you know anything like this existed?
Not until I was probably in college.
Right?
Yeah, no, certainly not at that age. I didn't know.
Damn.
No idea.
But you work at the NFL Network.
I do.
You are the fantasy expert over there.
Allegedly.
One of them.
Yeah.
Right? Do you remember anything from last season?
No. No, I don't. Like, it just like it comes and goes, right? Like, I remember it long enough to kind of get through and do a show and like that's why we have research,
right?
Like, I can go and look it up, but if you're asking me to just like come off the dome with it, absolutely not.
All right, Bergman's on the line. Bergman, destination for LA Sports. How did you end up at broadcasting camp, Berg?
So it was just something that I wanted to get into broadcasting. So they had these camps down in Long Beach, and they were awesome. Like, you went down there, you listened, you sat in front of a teleprompter. You would go to Angels games and broadcast an Angels game with a partner. You'd sit in a room and like you do hockey just because it was so fast, and they would teach you how to do hockey. We went to summer league games when they were down in Long Beach. It was awesome.
Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. Like, I would have loved to have done that, like, in school.
All right, Berg, so you were doing the summer league. Any basketball players you remember?
God, no, I do. It was so long ago. It must have been, I must have just been out of high school.
Okay.
Maybe a little bit at Santa Monica City. So it was probably like mid 2000s, 2003, 2004-ish.
Oh.
And so it was so much fun. I did it twice. They also, at the end of it, they kind of like give you everything that you did so you can make a demo tape.
What?
It was great.
This is better than college, right?
Yo, way better. It gave me more experience than I ever got in college. So they give you a tape at the end of it, and they kind of have it made for you, and then you can send it around. As long as you then went and got it all done up completely, you send it around the country and saying, "Hey, what do you think of my stuff?"
So
but that was back. Yeah.
So 2003, like LeBron James played in the 2003 Summer League. Like their chance.
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think you probably would have remembered that, right?
No. Man, if it wasn't, yeah, I totally would have remembered. That place would have been crazy. When was the summer league in Long Beach? Was that? Maybe I was in high school. After high school.
Yeah, it was because the last
98.
Bynum played in the Long Beach Summer League. Kobe played in the Long Beach Summer League. So
Yeah, Kobe definitely wasn't there.
no, yeah. So 2003.
I remember Kobe.
So what? It was like 2003, Berg.
So I'm trying to think. Whenever it was either after high school or it was after when I was done with like first year of college. I'm pretty sure it was high school though. So I'm pretty serious. College. 2001. When was it in? When was in Summer League in Long Beach?
They were there for the entire time.
So I'm looking here. Apparently, it was like it started kind of it moved to the Pyramid in '95, and sort of went until looks like about 2005, 2006, maybe
right
the
around
last
that time.
So, yes. So it was in that space. So somewhere in there, that's when it all happened.
Berg was doing it.
Dude, yeah, 2 years in a row, and then you were there for 2 or 3 days. They gave you got a room down there in Long Beach, and you just chilled. And at nighttime, you'd hang out with all the people that were there, and you just like hang out and get some food. I would say drinks, but we were probably not old enough to do that, but we did it anyway. It was a blast, dude, and I just had it's people. I think it was called the Southern California Sports Broadcasting Camp.
There it is.
Camp or something.
There it is.
That sounds
Yeah.
right. That sounds right.
Bergie, the
That's
I
awesome,
never
man.
knew this, Berg. I never knew you want to do the play-by-play.
Yeah, so I learned it was too hard. The thing that I actually really liked the most was the teleprompter stuff. So Marcus, I was just hearing you talking that you wanted to do that, the news.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to do that. Because I thought that was the best, sitting at a desk and reading the teleprompter, doing Sports Center type stuff.
Right.
And I just never went that route. But that was the route that I was looking at.
Wow. Bergman getting
Awesome.
things done. Heck yeah, Berg.
That's dope, man.
Thanks for answering the phone call. I never knew this. Greg
Yeah.
Bergman. Get some
All right,
rest.
man.
The
That's
host of the
dope.
Blue Review.
Yeah, man. Him and me tomorrow morning, 6:30, 6:55 on the ESPN LA YouTube channel.
So, all right. I just found this story right now. Summer Pro League 2003. It just popped out. Berg, I know you're listening right now. So, the Long Beach Pyramid is where they played.
Right.
Clippers, Grizzlies, Lakers, Mavs, Nuggets, Raptors, Rockets, Sonics, and Warriors.
Okay.
All right, that's who played.
Mhm.
Expect to see the team's draft picks. Luke Walton and Brian Cook.
Wow.
So Bergie was calling Luke Walton
All right,
games.
calling Luke Walton games, like fresh out of Arizona.
Also on the roster, second-year player Kareem Rush.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
I haven't heard that name in ages.
Also expected that summer, Carmelo Anthony to play for the Denver squad.
Wow.
Yeah. Cleveland will not send LeBron. the Pistons drafted Darko. Will
Darko
not
Milicic.
send him to LeBron.
They didn't send Darko?
No, they weren't involved.
Oh.
But players that did participate that were expected: Chris Bosh,
All right.
Chris Kaman, Nick Collison. Remember that name?
I do remember Nick
man.
Collison.
Luke Rittenauer,
Luke Rittenauer. That dude was awesome at Oregon.
Michael Petrus.
Oh.
They were all expected to play. Also, SFX had a team of all former Bruins: Earl Watson, Ed O'Bannon, Charles O'Bannon, Matt Barnes, and Derek Martin. St. Anthony's own. So Berkey might have seen some of those dudes.
That was a national championship level team. You talking about the O'Bannon brothers, Earl Watson. I mean, those were national championship guys.
Look at that. Our Berkey, all grown up now.
Now he's the Mao
From
here.
Summer League broadcaster
to
the Mao.
To the Mao. One of the things here at the network.
You never know what's going to happen. You never know what's going to happen at Mercado Gonzalez because they're going to have a football watch party every single knockout game. Catch the biggest matches with nonstop game day excitement. There's a couple games tomorrow. You're going to have the passionate fans, the drink special, surprise giveaways, and all the incredible flavors that make every match unforgettable. You're going to have the fire-grilled asada tacos, the quesabirria, the ceviches, the churros, all that and more for all you football fans. So whether your team has been knocked out, you still want to watch the best games, go and check out your country. Why? Because Mercado Gonzalez is a place to celebrate every single match. Bring your friends, wear your colors, experience the ultimate summer experience at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa. Coming up next, more with Marcus Grant, Destination for LA Sports on 710 ESPN.
You know, in sports, you got to have the right team in your corner. Same goes for after an accident. That's why when people ask me who'd I call, it's easy. I tell them my guy, attorney Big Al. Big Al and his team have been helping accident victims across California for more than 15 years. 1-800-HURT-123. That's 1-800-HURT-123. They're available 24/7. 1-800-HURT-123 or check them out online at attorneybigalca.com. Attorney Big Al is attorney Ken Klein based in Los Angeles.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNLAcontests.com.
That's ESPNLAcontests.com.
And it is the destination for LA Sports Tonight with Beto Duran and Marcus Grant. Now, here's the thing. You watch Marcus every morning, 6:30 a.m., The Blue Review. Him and Greg Bergman talking Dodgers baseball. And we know Beto's the Cisco Kid around here. Right now, more of Beto and Marcus on ESPN LA.
Little Tribe? Okay. I'll go with that.
You know, I would have played some Don Toller, but, you know, you're not familiar with him.
Nah, Will ain't ready for that. Will ain't ready for that.
I'm not ready.
710
Wearing an
ESPN.
Ozzy shirt. What's this?
Ozzy, little crazy train. Why are you wearing an Ozzy Osbourne shirt?
I love Ozzy.
It's like the kids.
R.I.P., man.
Like the
R.I.P., thank you.
The high school kids. They're wearing all these like shirts
Graphic
of
tees.
bands and graphic
Yeah,
tees. I
I'm
look
like-
at my daughter. I'm like, you don't even know a damn thing about who
no
that
idea
is.
about, you know, like these kids walking around
I
wearing
saw
like
him live like 3 times.
Who, Ozzy?
Yeah.
MTV show doesn't count, bro.
No, I saw Black Sabbath twice, and I saw
Did
Ozzy
you
once.
really?
Yes, I did.
Black Sabbath.
Yeah, I saw Black Sabbath in 07 and 09.
Is that when you're going through like your phase?
That was my high school year, so yeah.
Okay.
It's not a phase, Mom.
Well, I've never knew you were this funny, man. You should talk more. But then again, on the Lakers show, we're usually hanging up on people, and
Yeah, exactly.
he's usually dealing with Funch yelling at Mitch.
Look,
in
I
New
usually have
Jersey.
Punch right behind me over here yelling at someone.
Yeah.
Get off your speaker. I'm like, I can't have that.
You know, it's
on
so funny.
here.
There's Funch has many layers, doesn't he?
Oh
my
and I know
goodness.
him
He's
all.
got layers.
I met him in 2002
Okay.
when we started here,
Mhm.
and he came in. He had a huge fro.
Really?
He had.
You know what, I can
Bunch
imagine
had
that.
the fro.
I can imagine
Same
that.
size, but he was all
He
fro.
looked like a microphone, probably.
Yeah. Oh, yes. He looked at my windscreen.
Right.
Because it was like he has a light color too.
Mhm. Okay.
So why do you say he has layers?
I mean, because like, you know, when you see Funch in the halls, like when I talk to Funch, he's pretty chill. He's pretty laid back. He's sort of easygoing, right? So you got that side. But then I hear about him like yelling at people on the phone. Then there's the side that, you know, that hangs out at gas stations and like convenience stores and like sort of like, you know, gets meals from. There's just so many different sides to Funch.
He is he's an enigma.
Yes.
He really is.
He's a station's onion. He has layers.
He really is.
He's a one of a kind. Have you been around and seen Funch like screen calls, Marcus?
I have not.
See,
I just
Marcus
heard
only
about
knows him because Funch is like super nice.
Right.
And when he has to work this show, he's like, man, I got to work your show. I got to work with you. I'm like, all right, sorry, bro. And then another time, he's like, oh, I'm working with Andy and Marcus today. Like, why do I get the hate? Like, but I push his buttons on purpose. But he is a fantastic producer. He's always attention to details. Every single thing is always there for you. But if one thing is off, like he's never been diagnosed for ADD, but I know he does.
Right.
He is just frazzled. That's why I love stealing stuff from his drawer. Like I took this little cupcake from him because I'm gonna leave it in the studio, and he's gonna come in here tomorrow and be like, "Who took my cupcake from my drawer?" Just to mess with him for that kind of stuff. Dodgers coming up at the top of the hour against the Rockies. Marcus is the host, of course, with the Blue Review with Bunchy. And Marcus, before we went to break, we were talking about, different stuff, baseball things. And I looked it up. The Angels are really the worst team in baseball.
They're having a really bad year right now. They're bad. Watched them, obviously seen them play against the Dodgers a few times this year. Just their pitching has not worked out. It was at the beginning of the year. It was interesting because Mike Trout really was hitting early in the year to the point there's like, okay, maybe he's having a resurgence. And if nothing else, it'd be fun to see Mike Trout get back to what he was earlier in his career. Then the injuries started piling up. He started slumping again.
Same song.
It sort of is like, it's just, there's nothing about the Angels that you watch them and feel like, okay, there's something to build on there. Soriano's had a decent year, but he's kind of fallen off from where he was at the start of the year. It's just bleak down there.
It's not that I'm trying to pile on him here, and I'm not trying to do Roger Lodge show or anything like this right now. No Halo Honks here. It just, so back in the day, we used to have a beat reporter, so that was me. I'd go to every Angel game, every Dodger game, myself, Pete Fox, and Dave Joe. We'd have a great time being able to go to games, and then technology blew up. You didn't need people at the games anymore. But I was there when the Angels were rolling, and that's when the Dodgers were in that McCourt going to bankruptcy era.
Yeah, it was bad.
And it was flipped upside down.
Yeah.
And you would go to a Dodger game, and you felt that negative energy there, that vibe of like, I was there the day when McCourt file for bankruptcy, and the players were told, okay, you're going to get paid. Just don't believe the words out there. This is a business thing. We have money to pay you because of the union.
Which is a wild thing to tell Major League ball players.
I remember James Loney, who I got to know really well, walked by me. He's like, you believe this? Like, yes. Did you guys not know that your owner had 3 houses and one of them was just for swimming?
Yeah.
Like Jamie McCourt. But then the Angels just went down. It's bad because you see billionaires and how much they want to win on paper, right? They say they want to win.
Right.
Already had a winning product and got it in the way and should sell. Mike Trout should have been traded years ago for something. Shohei should have been traded for something.
The fact that they lost Shohei and got absolutely nothing in return is a crime almost.
Yeah, and you pay attention to baseball more than I do. I watch it as a casual fan because I'm a baseball fan and stuff like that. The Mets, oh my God, are they bad?
They're bad.
And their payroll is more than the Dodgers.
They're
right there.
They're right there with the Dodgers. I mean, Juan Soto signed a $700 million contract, and the Mets are so. I don't know if you saw last night. They actually had something kind of go right for them for a moment. Like they were playing the Royals, and they got one of those little league home runs where a guy hit a ground ball.
Like, what are you doing?
They still lost that game. The Mets gave up 7 runs in the 7th inning and ended up losing. I think before last night, they, throughout their history, which starts like in the early 60s, I guess, they have been undefeated in games where they scored 12 or more runs. They lost last night, 16-12.
That don't even get me going on those scores because some of these scores are just outrageous. Because I saw a highlight this morning of Bergman's favorite thing, pitcher, who was an infielder,
position player, pitching,
and then the guy who went up to bat hit left-handed, and he's not even left-handed.
It's just
I saw it was one of those where I saw early in the morning on Twitter. I'm like, I'm not even gonna pay attention to this. But this is where I'm going with this. Paul Skeens, right? What's he doing in Pittsburgh? I mean, mind you, Pittsburgh is in the wild card hunt a little bit.
Sort of.
They're 4 back, but not really. I'm a big Paul Skeens fan.
Mm-hmm.
Tarek Skubal, I like him in Detroit, but he's a rental. Right? Skubal is going to be a free agent. Boris is his agent. And I think Skubal is going to go test the market as much. That's why the Dodgers do have the prospects to give up, but do you really want to give it up for a rental?
Yeah, you need to know, I mean, up front what Skubal's going to want before you go give up
$1 billion.
I mean, it might be.
It's $800 million probably.
It might be.
For a pitcher. But here's why I like Paul Skeens. Have you ever heard him talk?
A little bit.
All right.
Yeah.
So this is Paul Skeens yesterday after the game. Paul Skeens, pitcher for the Pirates from Orange County. His teammate, Ryan O'Hearn, had a 3-homer, 10 RBI game.
What was it like to see that sort of performance from Ryan?
I mean, I think it was kind of selfish, to be honest. Everybody else was getting on, and, you know, home runs are rally killers. You hit a 3-run home run or a grand slam, and it's just like, what now? You know, there's nobody on, nobody can drive him in, so, you know, good for him, I guess, but no.
Now, you take from that, you're laughing.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
You understood?
Yes.
Will? You think he was being serious?
Not at all.
DeAndre?
Not at all.
This is why I stopped using Twitter.
Because somebody on Twitter is going to be mad.
They went at it. Really? I've lost faith in his intelligence.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do with the internet anymore.
Wow, trade him. He doesn't want to be there for his teammates. And then I had some time after the coffee this morning, and I get it. Dry sense of humor, deadpan.
Right.
And I looked at the people who were ripping this comment, thinking they were going to be bots.
Right.
Thinking that they were going to be, you know, the AI, like where it's Marcus 857-432, whatever,
right.
Or the what. No, these were real accounts of people. And this goes back to, yes, they live amongst us.
Reading comprehension is dead. I mean, really, reading comprehension, listening comprehension is just completely dead because anybody with half a brain who's watched any amount of baseball understands the joke. You get 3 home runs, you drive in 10 runs. Like, nobody's going to say is going to be upset with your own teammates aren't going to be upset with. There's no way.
I like the delivery though.
It was great. No, I mean, because he was totally deadpan with it. Like, if again, we're just listening to the audio of it, but yeah, if you didn't know better, I guess you could be. No, you can't be fooled.
No, you cannot.
You can't be fooled.
DeAndre, are we supposed to like break at any time, or how's this show work?
Nah, you good, man.
You good? We'll just keep on going like no other. All right, is this where we go? LeBron, his legacy. What does it mean for LA? How bad are you shaking your head?
Look, man, it's the summer of LeBron. I told you already.
Yeah, well, not in LA.
Gotta figure out where his next destination is.
It's somewhere else. Oh, we just got an update.
What's the update?
A good listener named George Sands.
Okay.
He's a real one. I've actually met him. He came to a Laker game. He just sent me summer league rosters of guys that played in the Long Beach Summer League, over the years. Like, George, I don't know how you have this stuff at home, but I cannot imagine your garage, what it looks like. Like, this is some of the.
So he's actually sending you pictures of these
Yeah,
things?
he tweeted to me, Durant Sports, if you want to tweet me. Teal Martin, Lang Stark. I mean, I don't even know.
I don't even know, like, who are these people?
Johnny White, Donnell Boney. Like, George, I appreciate you listening, contributing, but do you have anything from like 98?
Johnny White? Like, what?
Like, Sam, he's got one here.
I'm like Googling who these people are right now.
Sam Bowie played in this.
He played? Really?
Yeah. Terry Porter, Michael Bolton, Perry Young. I mean.
Side note, my high school principal was a dead ringer for Terry Porter.
Really? That means you were scared.
I mean, but like we would see like every night, if Porter had a good game, we'd see him the next day. He'd be like, hey, man, Mr. Jones, great game last night. Hitting the three, dropped 27.
Did he have the elbow pads?
He didn't like. I mean, maybe at home. Like he wasn't walking around the high school with his elbow pads on.
That's it, man. 877-710-ESPN, 877-710-3776 is the number to call Sports Graffiti tomorrow. That's where you call Iron and complain. I mean, I'm not much for taking phone calls right now, but I will say this, though. Sticking on the baseball side.
Mm-hmm.
How do you do Blue Review every single day with a team that is fantastic and fun to watch? Mind you, I listen. I'm just asking the question.
No, we have to try to find little things that aren't 100% great and sort of, it's a thing that I say at the beginning of every season and maybe midway through the season, because we'll get people in the comments who are like, why are you complaining? They're, 30 games over 500. They're running away with the division. And it's like, hey, look, if we don't find the little things that are wrong, it's a boring show. But we also take time to recognize the things that are great. Like, Shohei Ohtani last night hit his 300th career home run.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, take the time to appreciate who Shohei is as a player and what he's done, not just in his career, but especially in his time with the Dodgers. Like, take the time to recognize that. Take the time to recognize Justin Robleski, who's in the middle of an amazing season right now. But yeah, I mean, also mention
right,
Robleski's balling right now, But then we got to mention stuff like, hey man, we love Miguel Rojas. He had a bad night last night, he made a couple errors.
Miguel Rojas, I'm not going to get on him at all right now because he's going through a lot of stuff.
No, for sure.
Personally, off the field,
sure.
Like you do not know where headspace is at, and I get it. Players are going to say, "Hey, I'm on the field. I got to perform." But sometimes you got to have that human compassion.
Absolutely.
And like, at the same time, who's going to beat himself up the most?
Probably Miguel Rojas. Right. And like, in the grand scheme of things, he's been amazing. And you're right. He's going through a lot. And so, like, I don't think anybody has any real.
But even then, though, it's like, okay, he booted it once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he just had a bad night. It happens, and it's understandable. But, it's hard. I will say this. This week, they're playing the Rockies. The Rockies are bad. The Dodgers are up 14 games in the division. It's kind of, you got to find that energy every morning.
You know what you got to find energy for?
What's that?
Washed up pickup hoops.
Yes. I got to ask you about that. Because the last time I saw you, you were on your way out to play and pick up hoops.
That was on Monday. I was all full of energy.
Yeah.
Today, I'm hobbling. Coming up, the update of what it was like in the 40 and over Latino League. Because DeAndre Hawkins was there to document everything. Destination for LA Sports on 710 ESPN.
Download to see if you qualify. Not all customers will qualify. Transfer fees may apply. No Albert subscription required. Albert is not a bank. Albert Instant Loans are issued by FinWise Bank, member FDIC. Not an actual client. Terms apply.
Kylie, what's wrong? I just got hit with a car repair bill. I'm behind on rent, and I feel like I can never save any money.
Have you tried the Albert app? Albert is your financial assistant, helping you find ways to save and create custom budgets to actually grow your money. Plus, you can get up to $10,000 for big expenses, or advance up to $1,000 fast when you need cash right away.
Albert can get me up to $10,000?
Exactly. Albert spots you in a pinch and helps you grow your money in the long run.
I'm downloading Albert right now.
Download the Albert app and use promo code EXPRESS to borrow up to $10,000 for whatever you need. The Albert app helps you budget better and save more money so you reach your financial goals faster. Download the Albert app right now and use promo code EXPRESS to borrow up to $10,000. Use code EXPRESS to borrow up to $10,000.
Join ESPN 08 this Friday at Hollywood Park Casino for a live broadcast tailgate party from 7 to 10 a.m. with the Sedano and Cat Morning Show as we get ready to cheer on the quarterfinal final World Cup game at SoFi. See you at Hollywood Park Casino this Friday. For more info, go to playhbc.com. Must be 21 plus to enter. Problem gambling, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hi, folks. It's Oral Hershiser, and I couldn't be prouder or more excited to introduce the new Oral Hershiser Chevrolet here in beautiful Chino. Chevrolet has been a part of America's story for over 100 years, built on grit, reliability, and doing things the right way. And that's exactly how we are going to earn your business at Oral Hershiser Chevrolet. So come on in, say hello, and let us earn your trust. Oral Hershiser Chevrolet, Bulldog tough, Chevy strong.
John Ireland here. You want a vodka that's championship caliber? Look for Blue Ice Vodka at Ralph's, America's largest potato vodka, double gold rated, just 64 calories an ounce. Classic, huckleberry, or double espresso. Blue Ice Vodka, vodka with standards.
And it is the destination for LA Sports Tonight with Beto Duran and Marcus Grant. Now, here's the thing. You watch Marcus every morning, 6:30 a.m., the Blue Review. Him and Greg Bergman talking Dodgers baseball. And we know Beto's the Cisco Kid around here. Right now, more of Beto and Marcus on ESPN LA.
So, Crazy Train.
It's for you.
That's exactly what I was on Monday trying to play basketball. When was the last time you played hoops?
Ooh, it's been a few years.
All right.
It's been a few years.
You're in your 40s?
I am.
Are there things that you don't do anymore because you know it's dumb to do?
I mean, probably play hoops.
That's one of them.
That's probably one of them.
One of them, right? Were you ever like the weekend warrior athlete kind of guy?
Not seriously. I mean, I played a little bit of softball for a while. But no, I mean, I spent most of my time broadcasting sports instead of playing them.
Yeah, I was, I used to play a lot of softball, would play different leagues and stuff like that. And I would play baseball Sunday league in the morning, 8 a.m. game. Then I play softball in the afternoon, and then go to Sharkies at the evening, right? So, so the beauty of being 23, 24 years old. And, well, let me give you the background of what happened on Monday. Destination for LA Sports, Beto Duran alongside Marcus Grant here. So on Monday, Steffa, who works here, fantastic employee here. She's the backbone of the station. Her brother, Matt, is involved in these different men's leagues, and he's a basketball referee. And he's always asked me, like, hey, man, you got to come play one day. You know, you're 6'1", to be good. I'm like, nah, bro, I don't play basketball. I just don't, because the last time I actually played, early 30s, was a 24-hour fitness, and some dude wanted to fight. Not me, but he wanted to fight. I'm like, what are we doing here? Like, there's no need for me to ever play. I played as a kid, but I didn't play, competitively. My son plays, and, like, the last time I actually tried to get on the court with him, he was like in 9th grade, and he ran by me, and I'm like, all right, there's no need.
I'm done.
I don't have basketball shoes. So Matt asked me, hey, can you play today? We need a guy because we're going to forfeit. My line was always, if you're going to forfeit, call me, I'll show up. Which is probably a lot of us saying, no, go away, leave me alone.
Right.
He's like, no, we're going to forfeit. I'm like, damn it. So the answer was, well, I'm on the air till 8 o'clock. Game's 8:45. I'm in downtown. We're in Montebello, down the street. I don't have shoes. What size do you wear? 12. Oh, I got some for you. Like, damn it. And he's like, we only have 4 right now. I'm like, oh. And then if you know this, when you forfeit, you got to pay the ref fees, you got to pay the league fees.
Yeah.
I don't want to do it.
Expensive.
So I was on the air with you and Travis, and I told you guys what was happening, and you guys gave me great advice. One piece of advice was just stay between the arcs, don't run hard.
Yep.
Well, DeAndre Hopkins, our collegiate basketball player, host of Laker Talk Daily, he went with me. And DeAndre, take it away, my friend.
Look, man, can I just say that this 40-year-old and up league is one of the most incredible things I've watched. The passion in these dudes. In this
Not me. Don't include me in this.
In this Latino basketball league is incredible.
Yeah.
These dudes really pulled up. Same uniform, team uniforms. I'm talking about arm
It's a real
sleeves,
league. It's a real
leg
league.
sleeves, headbands,
Yeah.
diving on the floor. It was incredible.
So Lorenzo Mata, who played at UCLA on
Right.
2 Final Four teams, is on this team. He just turned 40. Lorenzo has no knees. I was like, dude, what are you doing here, bro? He's like, this is how I get my cardio in. And he doesn't move much. But he can shoot from the outside. And my goal was, hey, I'm going to be here so we don't forfeit.
Mm-hmm.
And I told DeAndre, you have to be Latino to play in this league.
Right.
The rule is if one of your grandparents was Latino, you can
You're
qualify.
good. You're good.
Belizean, Trinidad, it don't matter. Argentina, we'll get you in there. You just have to prove it, right? And they play all the time. It's cool. It's a legit league. They play tournaments on the holidays. I'm like, oh, damn, DeAndre. These guys are for real taking it serious. They're like, oh, we're going to go stretch. I'm like, why?
They're like, and then Matt, Stefan's brother, was all like, all right, we're going to go over here. We got to get some shots up. I'm like, oh, Beto, like, you better get some shots up.
Get some shots up, right?
And Beto's just like, nah, I'm good. Nah, I'm all right. But the most, I'm telling you, man, like, first off, Beto had no shoes. So Matt's like, no, I got you. Handing him some Kobe's.
Yeah, legit Kobe's. Like, whoa, maybe worn once or twice?
Yeah, like,
Oh, wow.
yeah.
He's like fresh.
Yeah, you could tell that they were still like have to be broken in on
Right.
the basketball court.
Which is probably not great. You're
They're
already out of shape and worried about playing.
Mind you, I have orthotics for my workout shoes, right?
Mhm.
For my running shoes.
So now you're just like trying on some.
No, I'm like, man, these shoes suck right here. Like the way they hurt, the way they fit, because I got my running orthotics. Bro.
Mhm.
Roadrunner took care of me.
So
how many times did I tell you this was your future?
Yeah, he did. and by the way, I would definitely.
How old are you?
I'm 28.
Right? You can't wait now. Huh?
Oh, by the way, I will. I will be playing in a 40-year-old league when I get to that point in my life. I definitely will be. But one thing that's just a little bone to pick with Beto is I was seeing him put on the Kobe's and I'm like, wait a minute, got ankle socks on. You get me out here on ankle socks on the basketball court, man.
I don't own socks. I only have ankle socks and dress socks.
All right.
I don't have any other
You don't just
socks.
have any just like regular athletic socks or anything.
I don't do anything athletic, bro. I go work out and in the ankle socks. I just stay ankle socks.
Okay.
I don't have any, and I wasn't about to go buy some either. So everybody's like, hey, man, your socks. Who was the guy from the NBA this year? Kelly Oubre, who played like that?
Yeah.
That was me.
No, Kelly Olynyk.
Oh, Kelly Olynyk, yeah.
Yeah.
So that was me. I was like, no.
So as we get to game time, as we see the game before and we see Beto, as you can see on the YouTube chat, he's warming up, and his warm up was his first shot was a hook shot.
What? To let them know I'm not serious about this, bro. I'm not at all.
So I'm thinking that, okay, we might see Beto get into the starting lineup, and Beto's like, nope, I'm gonna come off the bench.
Yeah.
Fine, no worries.
So Matt said, hey, you're here. You bailed us out. You can start. I was like, no, I'm good, bro. Because we have subs. I even said it, right?
Yes.
I was like, hey, we have 7. I can leave now, right? They didn't want me to leave.
Oh, wait. So like they actually got enough people?
Another guy called a friend. Another guy called another friend. So they had enough.
Oh.
And I'm like, I'm good. I can leave.
Oh, I totally would have been like, I'm last man on the bench now.
That's what I was. Then they told me, hey, you go in. I'm like, I'm good right now. I'm good.
I'm cool.
And there's one video you can see where I actually got the rebound and I'm dribbling up the court and I'm about to take this dude and I realize, why am I doing this? I got the ball and I just threw it at Mata.
I see you just pass it up. And,
I'm like, why am I doing this, bro?
Slow down and just like drift to the corner. I see like hands on hips and everything.
Oh yeah, there was no effort. Oh, by the way, so I'm in shape, right? I'm just not in basketball shape. I go to the Pilates, I go to the yoga, I go to spin. I do something active every single day. My monitor is good. Oh man, the lungs were on fire.
Oh yeah,
I can tell people basketball cardio is different from an everyday gym cardio or soccer. It's a different type of cardio.
That was like the last time I played. Again, it's been a few years, but like that was the takeaway from it for me is that like I ran up and down the court a couple of times and I was like,
yeah. And then there's some people in there that listen to the station that always play. Like Alvizi's a player, like JJ Redd is a player, so they hoop. But I'm not in basketball shape, and I felt the lungs like, damn, what is going on here? I'm like, I smoke a cigar once a month. I'm not bad.
Burning,
right?
So,
I've run 3 marathons, bro. My lungs have never felt like this.
So Sean in the YouTube chat asked if Beto and you got, if the team won. So we're gonna get to that.
All right, Sean actually grew up with. So Sean saw me hooping in elementary, bro.
Yeah, so-
he saw me dunking.
So Sean asked if the team won. We'll get to that right now. What we must focus on is just the steps. So Beto's seeing him warming up and all that. You guys see the clip of him dribbling the ball up, handing the ball off to Lorenzo. But I have to just throw this in there. He actually played solid.
Okay.
He didn't do too much. He stuck to his role.
Who, me?
You know what?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He didn't do too
Understood.
much.
No,
He stuck to his role.
Know your limitations.
He knew his limitations. He wasn't out there trying to do extra. He went out there. He guarded his man. He wasn't overhelping. I must say, Beto did get a block. He came from the help side and blocked somebody. He did a nice rebound as far as he tipped the rebound to somebody and they ended up getting a layup off of that. Like he was making the energy plays.
Yeah,
So
it was stupid. It was stupid to do any of that stuff, bro. So 0 shots, 1 block, 1 rebound, 1 foul, 2 turnovers, and ready? A twisted knee.
Oh.
My knee is fat. So on the play where I committed the foul, our legs got tangled up, and I turned, and I was like, "Ooh, that's warm." So I kept on running. I remember coming to DeAndre like, "I think I might have twisted my knee, just like a little twinge, right?"
Mm-hmm.
The next day, oh my, fat. I posted on my Instagram, I see my knee, and Dr. Navarro, my orthopedic surgeon, who's done my ACL and he's done my shoulders, he's like, "Do you need to come in tomorrow?" And I told him where I hurt. He's like, "Give it a week, see if the swelling goes down." I was like, "No, don't tell me this."
All right.
Like, I thought it was just like I thought I bumped my knee or something, but no, I'm hurting right now. Stupid. And my whole goal was not to get hurt.
And that was the main objective.
Yeah. Like, I thought you were cool because, like, I walked in here. You didn't have crutches. You didn't have, like, a brace or anything like that.
I've been
so
sitting
I thought,
the entire
you survived.
time.
That's
No.
true. You have been sitting.
I know. So it was fun. Intocable is the name. And then afterwards, man's like, "Hey, we'll see you next week." I'm like, No, I am not
You
coming
will
back."
not.
And to answer your question, Sean, the team, they struggled a little bit in the first half as a collective unit, but they figured it out in the second half. And then they do this crazy rule.
Oh, yeah.
The rule where
The Elam ending. Do you know what that is?
No.
So the Elam ending, they do it in the basketball tournament. Let me give you the exact. So they, at the end of the game, or once you get to the 5-minute mark, is in case wherever it is, if the game
score
is within 10 points, what they'll do is they'll replace the time to a score. So Nick Elam was a professor. You turn the clock off. This is with 5 minutes, and they give you a target score by adding a specific number of points to the leading team's total. So we had 58 points, and what it was is, okay, the target point is now 66. We were winning 58-54 at the time.
Okay.
And it was like, so the clock gets turned off, and we're going to play till 66.
First one is 66.
And that's it is right there. So Mata was up there. We had 64. He's on the line to shoot 2 free throws. I took the jersey off.
Like, this is done. It's
That's
right.
good. Yeah. Oh, no, we just needed him to hit one.
Okay.
I take it off. He misses the first one. I'm like, this guy right here, man. I'm putting the jersey back on, hits the second one, rolls around, and he goes in. I'm like, all right, good. We're out of here.
Right, so it's time to go home.
Yeah.
But it's this league. It's one of the most intriguing things I watched. These dudes out here are really playing hard basketball. Like, they're competing out there.
That's what got me, too. I forgot about this, bro. And that's when I stopped playing hard, was I went up, I was guarding one guy, and he was a bigger guy.
Okay.
And there's a scene in a movie where, like, you go up to block him, and then all the sweat is on
Along
that guy's
came
face.
Polly.
Along
Yeah.
came Polly, right?
Yeah.
That happened to me. It was, I felt it all over me, all the
You know what?
sweat on my arm. I'm like,
It was inevitable. Whenever I would play pickup basketball, I would always somehow end up guarding the sweatiest guy. And
That was me.
usually, especially if you played at the
And I'm
park.
guarding the guy who doesn't run. Like, why is he all sweaty?
But like, if you played at the park, not only would I end up guarding the
Oh, yeah.
sweatiest guy, that guy would insist on not wearing a shirt. Like, that would
See?
he would always want to be skinned.
See?
And I'm like, no, like this. How does this happen to me every time?
See, that's what it is. All right, so JC in the YouTube chat says, I play in that league. We played before Bethel's team.
Oh.
Wow. Jay, you should have came. You could have said what's up to us.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, DeAndre was only non-Latino in the building.
Next time we're there, come say what's up.
No, there is no next time.
No, there's going to be a next time.
No, there is no next time.
Betto's a key because they won.
Oh, that's right. You are the good luck charm.
Yeah,
now.
No,
might be the
that's
good luck
6'9" Lorenzo Mata. That's the good luck charm. But they had a dude who was like 6'7", 6'8". So, like, there's some ballers at play. And then, like, there was a couple dudes that are playing, and then DeAndre's acting like this. hey, are you sure they're 40? Because they were young looking.
Checking birth certificates at the door.
Yeah, there's some I'm like, there's no way that guy is 40 years old.
Yeah, he's like, no. I'm like, you think people are lying to play in the old
man league?
Like, let me ball up. Like, I'm 40, and then
like I'm 35. I'm gonna come out here to the 40-year-old league and just dominate.
Yeah. So then Matt's explaining to DeAndre, because I know this world from like the softball world because they have 40 and over. I used to umpire the senior softballs within college, so I knew about it. DeAndre was like fascinated with it. Like, oh, there's a 55 and over.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? There's tournaments. There's everything. So I guess it's just part of it. What they say, when you stop playing the games, you get old. Right? You just want to be out there. But damn, it hurts, man.
I mean, so like I said, I haven't really played in a while. Now my dad played. He actually played like legit hardball baseball for years in like a senior league.
Yeah, I want to play in that.
He played probably until he was probably in his early 60s, and like they would go to tournaments. I mean, they would go. There was a big tournament
in Arizona. They played at the facilities.
There was also like the senior men's World Series in
Vegas.
Florida.
Oh, they have one in Florida?
In Florida. He would go to Florida. And like they would play teams from like all over the world. They play teams from like the Netherlands and Russia and Japan and stuff like that.
It's a big deal. It's a big deal.
You get a lot of former major leaguers that would come out, like retired major leaguers would come out and play and stuff.
Really? In your dad's league?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It was wild.
Yeah, because in those leagues, if you're a pitcher, you'll play for free. But you better pitch every damn
game.
You
better pitch all the time. Yep.
All right, we got one update right here. JC says, DeAndre, our team, we have two black guys. It's not just Latino anymore. It's open to anyone.
Uh-oh.
They lied to me, bro.
Oh, wow.
They lied to me. Well,
wait,
then again,
Jay, were you guys the Orange Squad,
yeah,
Jay?
So that's what it was. You know what it is? We got to be able to find people who can play.
Yeah. Now you got to find ringers.
Oh, that ain't me. Destination for LA Sports. Washed up Beto, young man Marcus, right here on 710 ESPN.
You've probably heard all those ads for life insurance. Just a few dollars a day, apply online in minutes, no medical exam. Simple, easy, and cheap, right? Now you're thinking, maybe I should get a quote. Well, smart thinking. Everyone should have life insurance. But here's what they don't tell you. Those few dollars a day rates, they're for young people in perfect health. That's why everyone calls Big Lou the 50 to 60-year-old not-so-perfect candidate. Like you. You take prescription meds and you're overweight. Winner, winner, fried chicken dinner. Well, Big Lou works with life insurance companies that want people like you with no surprises after you apply. In fact, if you're a 50-year-old guy with a few health glitches, Lou could probably find you $1 million of term life coverage for about $200 a month. So, yeah, you need life insurance. But unless you're young and healthy, you gotta call Big Lou because he's like you, older, heavier, and on meds, too. Get a quote right now at 800-568-2790, 800-568-2790, or biglou.com.
Red card penalty. Score big flavor with Waba Grill's new Red Card Combo for a limited time. A mini sweet and spicy chicken ball, chili crisp dumplings, and a refreshing penalty punch for a beverage with mango popping boba. An all-star lineup for just $9.99 only at Waba Grill.
Mornings in LA start with Sedano and Cap.
LeBron has been the most criticized athlete of this particular generation.
Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA.
Luka is not that. He's going to get a level of criticism if this thing goes sideways for some reason or another. Look, I don't think it's going to go sideways. I think they're going to be a playoff team. My questions is based on what the roster currently looks like. You know, I wonder what it looks like in the postseason. But as I said yesterday, if this build resembles what the Dodgers build was under Andrew Friedman and when Mark Walter took over, it may take a minute. They'll be ultra competitive for a while, and then they'll make certain moves that will cement them into in the championship category. I don't necessarily believe they're there, but I don't think they're far away necessarily. I think they're about a player or so short.
The Morning Show with Sedano and Cap. Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN Los Angeles.
DraftKings is live in all 50 states. That means us, California. Win or go home. That's it. That's the World Cup knockout round. And DraftKings has you covered for every single match. The DraftKings app is now live in California, so whether you're catching the early kickoff, before work, the late match at the bar, you're in on every single minute, every match, every moment, all in one app. Right here in California, the world's biggest stage is in the palm of your hand. And new DraftKings customers, sign up with code LA710, spend $5 to get $200 in total rewards over 21 days. That's code LA710 in partnership with DraftKings. The crown is yours. Event trading offered by DraftKings Predictions, a CFTC registered introducing broker. Trading involves risk of loss. Market availability varies. Eligibility restrictions apply. $50 every 7 days via click-to-claim issued in non-withdrawable prediction dollars that expire in 1 year. Ends July 19th. Terms, dkng.co/predictions promo.
Hi, this is Sean McVay of your LA Rams. The Rams play here. KSPN, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A good karma brands radio station. And it is the destination for LA Sports Tonight with Beto Duran and Marcus Grant. Now, here's the thing. You watch Marcus every morning, 6:30 a.m., The Blue Review. Him and Greg Bergman talking Dodgers baseball. And we know Beto's the Cisco kid around here. Right now, more of Beto and Marcus on ESPN LA.
Okay. It's going to be a high school right here. Destination for LA Sports, Beto Duran and Marcus Grant with you, just having some fun. Some stories about what's going on. Let me give you an update on what happened this afternoon in San Francisco. The Blue Jays were 3 outs away from a no-hitter.
Yeah.
Dylan Cease
gave
up a base hit to lead off the ninth. But that was a fun game. I was watching some of that. I'm like, you ever seen a no-hitter?
I've seen a perfect game.
No.
Yeah. David Wells at Yankee Stadium against the Minnesota Twins, 98.
When he was drunk?
Yeah. I was at that game in 1998.
How were you at that game?
So, basically, I had a roommate who, long story, like, he worked on, there was a really bad Godzilla movie in the 90s with Matthew Broderick.
Yeah.
So, my roommate at the time in college was an intern doing some of the computer graphics on that. So, he got to go to the premiere. He was from the Bronx. He wanted to take his brother, but in order to get a second ticket to the premiere, he had to reserve a second seat on the flight from LA to New York. So he asked me, he's like, hey, I can't get you into the movie, but do you want a free trip to New York? I'm like, well, hell yeah.
Yeah.
So while we were there,
Have you ever been to New York before?
I went as a kid, like with my family, but never.
Really.
Yeah, right. So like, this is like, I just graduated from college like the week before. I'm on a plane to New York. We decide we're out there. Hey, let's just buy Yankee tickets. You know, just whatever. Just go to a Yankee game. I'd never been to Yankee Stadium before.
And that's the old Yankee Stadium.
The old Yankee Stadium. Yeah. And turned out to be the day David Wells threw a perfect game.
Do you have the stub?
I think I do. I think at my mom's house, I think I still have the ticket stub somewhere.
I always think about that stuff because I've never, all the years covering baseball going, I've never seen a no-hitter.
Mm-hmm.
The night Kershaw threw a no-hitter.
Okay. That should have been a perfect game.
We'll leave it Renteria alone, right?
Hanley Ramirez.
I mean, Hanley Ramirez.
Yeah.
I was, at that time, covering the team, but I had it scheduled all the night off.
Oh.
And I'm like, whatever. And then I'm off. And then a friend of mine calls me and says, hey, like around 4 o'clock, I got another ticket if you want to go.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, bro, I haven't had a day off in a while.
I'm off. Like, why do I
I'm
go?
here. I'm not going to a game when I'm off. Even though Kershaw was pitching,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, no. And all of a sudden, you're missing out. Oh my God. Oh my God. And the bad part about the story is he took a girl on a first date.
Oh.
Who didn't know anything about baseball. And I know his family's seats.
Mm-hmm.
They're third base side, like where the netting starts now, where the camera well is at, like 15 rows back. Great seat.
Yeah.
I'm like, so who'd you take? And I was like, oh, the girl we met at Patrick.
Like, did it work out? I'm guessing it didn't work out.
No chance. No chance. Like, my no-hitter ticket went to her. I mean, it's my own fault for not going.
But
and I'm like, those are the kind of people that get no-hitters and perfect games.
Yeah, 100%.
So you ended up seeing no-hitter? And of course, years later, we find out that he was drunk.
Yeah, like, not long after you find out he's drunk. I'm like, yeah, like I said, I think the ticket stub's still at my mom's house. I might even have a photo because this was back before camera phones. I had like just a regular point and shoot camera.
Yeah, digital camera.
I'm out in the right field bleachers, and like as they're carrying him off the field on their shoulders, like I just threw my camera up in the air and just like snapping photos. And I think I have like a kind of blurry photo of David Wells like on his teammates' shoulders getting carried off the field.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. So yeah, the Blue Jays win today 10-0. Cease was 3 outs away from a no-hitter. Logan Webb, man. Logan Webb is strong.
He's having a rough year. You know, it's weird.
Big Raider fan, Logan Webb.
A lot of the guys, not all of them, but a lot of the guys who played in the World Baseball Classic are not having their best years now.
Pitching-wise, right?
Pitching-wise, but even like, I mean, Cal Raleigh for the Mariners.
Cal Raleigh, that's a different story.
I mean,
you don't fall off that bad.
he wasn't going to hit 60 home runs again
Yeah,
this year.
but
Like,
at least hit 200?
Yeah, he's bad. He's bad this year. I mean, Bryce Harper has turned it around, but he started pretty bad. But he's looking like Bryce Harper again.
Red Sox are beating the White Sox in 5-0. Other games, the Angels, speaking of the Angels, they're winning 9-0 at the end of the sixth in Texas. And the Padres are at home against the Diamondbacks. Rockies and Dodgers about to have first pitch. It'll be Roki Sasaki pitching.
Yeah.
What's his deal?
He's still a work in progress.
I want to like him.
Yeah, I mean, I think you can. He's just a work in progress. And so we got all excited. Maybe we got a little too excited because he had that run where everything was going great. His last two starts, not so great. If there's a chance for you to get right, it's against the Rockies. So we'll see.
Now, speaking of the Yankees, Anthony Volpe.
Volpe, yeah.
Brutal year, right?
Yep.
Did you see what happened between him and Michael Kay?
No, they have a little dust up.
So Michael Kay is the Yankees play-by-play guy on TV.
Has been for years.
And Michael Kay is also a sports talk radio host in New York, the Michael Kay Show. And he speaks, people listen.
Yeah.
He's not over the top, crazy, outlandish, but he's a stern voice in the New York landscape. He has it's ESPN Radio is his show. So he does that before the games. Kind of like how Ireland does Mason Ireland, then he'll do the Lakers.
Yeah.
So Volpe's been brutal. He was DFA'd earlier this season, but on his show on Tuesday, Michael Kay came out and said that he was told by a couple people that when Volpe was down in the minor leagues rehabbing, he refused to play second base.
I mean, why?
Right? Volpe's a shortstop, right? We've all seen the story. He was a Yankee fan as a kid. He wore the jersey.
Derek Jeter.
And it turns out he was wrong. Michael Kay retracted his reporting on the show this afternoon. And Kay said, I had two people tell me, and I heard rumors that I heard the rumors. Kay said while he was talking in the dugout before the game, Kay had a talk to the media and said, I was wrong. Somebody called me and said, that's not right. I made further calls. They said, no, he never refused to play second base. I retracted. I plan to talk to him and apologize. I feel bad. I wouldn't want to put him in the crosshairs. Volpe said he learned of Kay's report from the trainer who was working on him, who told him, hey, there's a narrative out there that you're not a team player. Volpe said, it caught me off guard. It's confusing because it's just not true. It's going to be further from the truth. From my perspective, that's been very clearly communicated to Booney and the team. I think it's just kind of BS, honestly. Now, he added, I hope my teammates in here, I've played for them for 3+ years. They know my character, and I'll do anything to help them win. Literally anything. I'm defending myself over something that didn't happen.
Yeah, that's tough. I mean, like, I respect Michael Kay retracting it, saying he's wrong and saying he's going to apologize, but yeah, it puts Volpe in a tough spot, especially when you're having such a bad year already, and now you get that report like that, because fans will hear the original report, they may not hear the retraction. And so they're already on your back because you're not playing well. Now all of a sudden they also believe you're not a team player, that you're not willing to do the things that are asked of you. That's rough.
How bad can that like separate the locker room?
Well, the fact is, so this is why when people say you guys should get LeBron on, you should get the players on, you should get the coaches on. Like, sports talk radio isn't what it used to be back in the day when they would come on these shows. They don't have to anymore because they have their own platform to say things. And reporting was different back then. Like right now, if you go to Baseball Clubhouse, that's why I'm glad I don't cover baseball anymore. You don't have access anymore because the clubhouses are so lavish and beautiful that they have rooms in the back where they can hide.
Yeah.
So the players know what time the media is going to get in there. They're not in there anymore. So, and if you do start talking to somebody, the PR person is right there next to you. That's why you don't get these relationships anymore. This way, COVID changed a lot of it out because the less access that you have. But I don't think it's going to mess the clubhouse, DeAndre, because Volpe came out and said this right here. So it's a lot of it is players don't pay attention to the shows anymore. They don't pay attention to the media anymore.
Not when they can go on their own podcast or a teammate's podcast.
Draymond.
Yeah, right. You know what I mean? Like, look, Mookie Betts has his own pod, right? He talks to a lot of guys around the league. They have that opportunity to get out their message in what they consider a friendly environment, right? Because, Mookie Betts as another player is going to understand where Anthony Volpe is coming from. It's a lot more an easier environment.
Guys need to know where it's coming from, but this is where, if this was Kansas City, nobody cares.
Nobody cares. It's the Yankees.
Milwaukee, because it's the Yankees, it's the biggest show out there. It's the Lakers in LA, Cowboys in Dallas, and the Yankees in New York.
It's the reason it was a story for 24 hours. But you see, Jazz Chisholm had a lollipop in his mouth while he was playing. Like,
yeah,
it only matters because he plays for the Yankees. If he was a Mariner, nobody cares.
I'm not the biggest Jazz fan,
mm-hmm.
but he made a point. He's like, okay, so what's the difference between eating this, but sunflower seeds, tobacco all that gum, it's all there. Like, but it's a lollipop, bro.
The only thing about the lollipop that I was not turned off, but me as a dad with a small child, I'm like, you might trip and fall and like choke on it. Like it was the choking hazard part of it. Like the dad part of me came out like, oh, you could fall and hurt yourself.
Right,
like
right.
It was like, it wasn't about the lollipop. I was just like, hey man, I just don't want you to get hurt, man.
Now you're from an era where we would watch baseball players with a toothpick in their mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Right? UL Washington had it. Caudell had it.
Yeah.
Dusty Baker
managed every game with his toothpick in his mouth.
Aren't you more scared if you had to play baseball? You say, pick one, toothpick or lollipop?
Lollipop. I'd rather have a lollipop than a toothpick. Like a toothpick, you get jabbed in the mouth or something like that. Like, that scares me a lot more than a lollipop does.
DeAndre, come on, you want the lollipop or the toothpick?
Lollipop.
Yeah?
Yeah.
See,
plus at least it's tasty.
Yeah. Remember these have the cinnamon sticks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the little drumsticks?
No. They were toothpicks, but they were cinnamon.
Mm-hmm.
And they were some of the kids.
Yeah.
Oh.
You don't know about that.
They used to also sell us Big League Chew.
That's still around, no?
Yeah, it's still around. There's buckets of it.
But like we used to pretend that it was tobacco. I mean,
Chaw!
Yeah, right. Like you
Big Chief.
You pull it out and like try to put as much of it in your mouth as you could at one time.
Yeah, Big League Chew. You rip it up. You put in there as much as you can, and
then you're choking on it,
and you have way too much in your jaw, and you're like,
can't really chew.
No,
it's way too sweet,
and it dries up.
It dries up in a hurry.
Otani gets out.
Yeah, he flied out.
Dodgers going to the top of the second. Oh no,
still bottom.
Still bottom first. Okay,
yep.
So bottom first. They're scoreless at home against Hughes. Who is Hughes for Colorado?
Seriously, Gabriel Hughes, and all I know about him, because this literally is his second ever Major League appearance. He pitched 3 innings in relief against the Giants last week. Was a first-round pick in 2022 from Gonzaga.
Okay.
So like
Baseball Factory.
Yeah, Baseball Factory Gonzaga. But this is really his second ever appearance in the major leagues. His first start. So
he was a high draft pick. I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah, number 10 overall.
Yeah, and of course he had Tommy John.
Because if you didn't have Tommy John, did you even pitch, bro?
No, you didn't.
Like
Gabriel Hughes. I didn't think we were gonna have a Gabriel Hughes breakdown for you.
Yeah. I had to do this on the Blue Review this morning.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
That is the only reason I know all this stuff.
All right. Where do you think Gabriel Hughes was born, DeAndre and Will? Take a wild guess.
Is he a local guy?
No, not local. Not local.
He's not
Give me
local.
just the state that he was born in. And it's random.
Let's go.
Real random.
Let's go like North Dakota.
Okay, that's close.
That's a good guess.
I'll say like I don't even know. Was it North Dakota?
You go South Dakota?
Yeah, South Dakota. There you go.
You going South Dakota? No, he's going North Dakota. You're in that obscure
I'll say
range.
like Kansas.
We'll have the answer coming up. Marcus and Beto here on Destination Valley Sports and Geography Lessons with Rocky's Pictures on 710 ESPN.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Vista Paint is California's original paint company and has been serving pros and homeowners since 1956. Our paints are formulated for lasting performance, beautiful finishes, and made to withstand the weather. Vista Paint, locally made, expertly crafted, always reliable.
Hey, it's Oral Hershiser. Can you believe I have my name on a building? I can't, but I'm grateful and I'm humbled. And here in Chino at Oral Hershiser Chevrolet, we love Chino. We love the people of this neighborhood, of this community, and the surrounding community, and we are here to serve. We're here to serve the same way I served you on the mound, the way I'm serving you on the microphone, and the way we follow and watch champions and championships.
Join ESPN LA this Friday at Hollywood Park Casino for a live broadcast tailgate party from 7 to 10 a.m. with the Sedano and Cat Morning Show as we get ready to cheer on the quarterfinal final World Cup game at SoFi. See you at Hollywood Park Casino this Friday. For more info, go to playhbc.com. Must be 21 plus to enter. Problem gambling, call 1-800-GAMBLER. And it is the destination for LA Sports tonight with Beto Duran and Marcus Grant. Now, here's the thing. You watch Marcus every morning, 6:30 a.m., The Blue Review. Him and Greg Bergman talking Dodgers baseball. And we know Beto's the Cisco kid around here. Right now, more of Beto and Marcus on ESPN LA.
Good summer song right there for you. Destination for LA Sports, 710 ESPN. Beto Duran alongside Marcus Grant, who you're going to see a lot of during football season. Fantasy football season right around the corner. The magazine's out yet?
A couple magazines are out. Yeah. There's one I do a little blurbs for or whatever, and like it showed up at my house literally like 3 weeks ago. I'm like, wow, that's. But I guess the magazines, you got to get them out early so people have them for draft time.
And we'll have plenty of fantasy talk with Marcus as the summer progresses. Before the break, we'll let you know that Gabriel Hughes is pitching against the Dodgers. So Will went with Kansas. They produce some baseball players. North Dakota, good guess there, DeAndre. The man is from Alaska.
Anchorage, Alaska.
Really? Alaska.
Yes. Now I wonder, was his family were they from there, or there are military bases up there?
There are.
I wonder if he was like a military kid.
He was born there and then moved to Idaho. That's where he went to school.
Okay.
Stuff like that. 12 Major League Baseball players have been born in Alaska. The most famous one, Curt Schilling.
He was born in Alaska?
Born in Alaska. Don't know why, but Curt Schilling was born in Alaska, and his family moved right away. So I always get fascinated because if you had to tell me right now, all right, here, one state that you haven't been to that you really want to go to.
That I really want to. I've never been to Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Like Philly. I don't know.
Philly's a great spot.
Like I don't know about Pittsburgh. I've heard,
Pittsburgh's all right.
I heard it's all right, but I've never been to Philly.
Philly's a great
Never
city.
been to Pennsylvania.
Been there a bunch of times. The cheesesteaks are legit. Not overrated. They're legit.
Okay.
For me, it's Alaska. I want to go to Alaska. I'm not a cruise guy, but I wouldn't mind doing that Alaska cruise where you get close to the glaciers and see it falling down.
I just want to see a moose, like in real life.
There you go.
I want to see a moose.
There you go. So that's where Mark Schlereth, Big Stink. He was born in Alaska.
Born in Alaska. I do know that.
He went to Idaho. So it's I've always loved the things about Alaska. So I had a friend who played in the Alaska Summer League.
Okay.
And then they had the midnight game. So because in Alaska the sun doesn't set during the collegiate summer league, I think once a week they'll have a midnight game because there's nothing else to do.
Yeah.
So you go watch the team play at midnight. It's a cool
By the way, I've been to Alaska.
Really?
I've been to Ketchikan, Alaska.
Ketchikan, okay.
Why?
My brother had a basketball tournament out there.
Oh, they used to have the Great Alaska Shootout back in the day, which was a big-time collegiate tournament.
Huge deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trajan Langdon, the GM, is from Alaska.
Actually,
Carlos Boozer,
a family friend, one of my dad's good friends, his son played basketball at the University of Alaska Anchorage.
Really?
Yeah. And I remember, my dad's like, oh, yeah, Aaron's playing up there. It's great. He's like, today he said the high was 8. I was like, really? Because Here in LA, the high was 68. So
it got up to 8.
It got up to 8, yeah.
Deadliest Catch, that's my show.
That's right.
That's my show.
Yeah.
What's the song from Bon Jovi, right? It's the theme for Deadliest Catch. You're a cowboy, dead or alive. Anytime I'm in a hotel room.
Actually, because I've never watched the show. I've seen the commercials. Like, it's on the commercials. I didn't know that was actually the song for the show, too.
Yeah, that's the song for the show. So Deadliest Catch. Anytime I'm in a hotel room, it's either that or The Office is on.
Okay.
And I'm always going to watch Deadliest Catch.
All right.
It's all about that. So there it is. So
Dodgers just scored a run, by the way.
What happened?
Bases loaded, wild pitch from Gabriel Hughes. Scores a run. Still second and third, just 1 out. And Max Muncy at the plate.
Gabriel Hughes, we're sending you back to Alaska, bro.
Yeah.
Send them back there. YouTube chat, I see you guys active. I don't know what's going on, but somebody said that Miguel Rojas is Cookie Rojas' son.
I saw that. I saw it in the chat. Like, I didn't think that was true.
No. Cookie Rojas, former Angel manager, around for a lot of years. Great name, by the way.
Yeah.
Is Cuban. His son, Victor Rojas, used to be the Angels broadcaster.
Okay.
You'll see him on ESPN do some games as well.
Mm-hmm.
Miguel Rojas, Venezuela.
Yes.
So, no, that is not it. I know Google will do a lot of different things for you. Is going on. Destination for LA Sports, Beto Duran, alongside Marcus Grant. Now, people are asking a couple questions. So, Beto Whittier says, I listen to the fantasy football podcast that Marcus hosts and the serious shows. Fantasy football never sleeps, right?
I know I've said that before, but sometimes it gets a little drowsy. Look, fantasy has become a big deal.
Yeah, Matthew Berry.
Matthew Berry. I mean, like when I started,
Matthew Berry used to be the fielding guy here.
Yeah, I remember that.
I used to run the board for Matthew Berry, and he would take phone calls for fantasy football, and the phone lines were never lit.
Right, because it wasn't a big deal.
2006, 7, somewhere around that?
Yeah, I mean, I started working at the NFL in 2011, and like when I got the job, I remember I got the job and I called my dad because I had been kind of underemployed, going through a little bout of fun employment for a while, and I called my dad to tell him, hey, I got hired by the NFL doing fantasy football analysis, and I explained to him kind of what the job was because he barely knew what fantasy football was to begin with, so I explained to him what the job was, and he got really quiet for a second, and he says, they're going to pay you for that? I was like, yeah, man. But yeah, it was not as big a deal. Now it's become a thing where it is a year-round thing, and there's like so many people doing analysis and spreadsheets and video breakdowns. Like it is literally an industry in and of itself.
I remember the first fantasy league I joined in the early 2000s, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Buddy Scott would run it, and we used to have to find him and drop off our lineup on a Thursday,
and
then we wouldn't find out until Tuesday night who won or who whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Because he had to wait for the USA Today stats to give it to you because Monday Night Football still included.
Yep.
This was like in the late 90s maybe. So you have to get all the score sheets and put it up together, and you had to do all that. But now to where it's at, this is crazy.
Oh, yeah. No, my first league, it was the same thing where, and when I talk to the young people, like we talk to the interns and stuff, I have to tell them, like, we used to have to literally call in our starting lineup. I would call the commissioner and leave a message on his answering machine about like who I wanted to start. If there was a scratch on Sunday morning, you got to call him back, take so-and-so out of my lineup, put so-and-so in. I shared
if he answered.
Yeah. I would, I shared a team.
But we didn't even know if they were scratched because the morning shows like JB or CBS.
They didn't have those.
They had them, but they weren't giving you fantasy updates.
And then like on Monday morning, we'd go get the LA Times and we'd go through the box scores and try to hand calculate. Our commissioner was I was a freshman. Our commissioner was a senior who lived off campus. So sometimes we might not even get the updated stats till like Wednesday or Thursday, stuff like that. So like now when the app glitches and you don't get your touchdown for 10 minutes, people will yell at me on Twitter. I'm like, calm down.
Calm down,
You're
right?
fine.
There used to be, so DeAndre, let me tell you about back in our day, kids. So Hacksaw Hamilton, who we always reference here, old school radio guy. Reaction, right? He used to do these solo shows. That was his shtick. He would have the thing called the best 15 minutes of sports. It was the Hacksaw's headlines, right? He would give you, this is why you would listen to those 15 minutes. Because on Fridays, he would say, for the Washington squad, blah, blah, blah is out. and he was listing the injury reports, and it wasn't because it was for fantasy. I know he was listening for the gamblers.
For gamblers, yeah.
But people were taking that for his fantasy, right? And then people would call, Hacksaw, do you think Mervin Fernandez is playing this weekend? Saw that he was injured, and he would give you the line of like, oh, it looks like he might be doing it, right? But you couldn't call and ask for fantasy advice because it wasn't cool.
Right.
And not everybody understood it, and it was a really, really dark time, like dark web kind of thing.
Yeah,
right?
it was Dungeons and Dragons for sports nerds.
Yeah.
Is really what it was. I mean, it still kind of is, but now it's a little more
Now
accepted.
everybody's involved.
Now everybody's involved.
Now, like, Matthew Berry used to be on ESPN News.
Yeah.
Remember him and Eric Karabell?
Yeah.
They would be on ESPN News.
He was talented Mr. Roto.
Yeah, as a special guest. And all of a sudden, he's now on Sunday Night in America.
Yeah.
On NBC doing his walk and
literally doing
talk.
Sunday Night Football, wearing suits and, like, on the field pregame.
Yeah.
Doing picks.
It was a weird time. You saw the evolution coming.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember here, we actually worked in La Cienega. Matthew Berry and Sean Farnham was with him.
Wow.
Sean was filling in with him, and they were doing like just how we do one of these summer shows, destination for LA sports. Hey, let's just do a fantasy segment, and we even did our mock draft amongst ourselves, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, okay, well, you pick two teams, like stuff like that. And I remember somebody called and said, "You guys are a bunch of dorks doing this," because there was no social media. So I answered the phone. 710 ESPN, hello. You have a question for Matthew? Dorks! It's not real football! And hung up.
It sounds like a league that I don't want to be a part of because look how it's much easier to, like, the access and
it's so much easier.
It's so much easier now. I don't know if I would be able to even deal with that.
But it gave
Calling
you
in
something.
the commissioner and be like, "Hey man, like my guy is out. I need you to move my line." Like, that just sounds like a hassle.
It was a hassle. Well, and
There was nothing else to do, though.
There's nothing else to do. But
yeah,
also,
you would actually first page him, and then he'd call you back.
But then also, like, you didn't necessarily know who your opponent started either that
No.
week. Like, you were sort of, you would look at their roster, and you would maybe try to piece it together, right? Like, hey, man, oh, yeah, my opponent's got Joe Montana, like, as his number one. Yeah, he's starting Joe Montana this week. You know that. But, like, I don't know, like, who's his second running back? I have no idea. I'm just guessing.
Breaking news sounder? Do we have a breaking news sounder? Something just happened at Dodger Stadium. I don't know if I've ever said this. Kyle Tucker, 2 RBI?
A 2-run single.
Oh, wow. Kyle Tucker, 2 RBI single. The Dodgers are up 3-0 in the first inning.
Just don't tell Travis.
Tucker's coming around, baby. All he needed to do was face the guy from Alaska.
That's it.
That's all you need.
That's all you needed.
Dodgers up 3-0. Destination for LA Sports. Marcus and Beto with you on 710 ESPN.
Download to see if you qualify. Not all customers will qualify. Transfer fees may apply. No Albert subscription required. Albert is not a bank. Albert Instant Loans are issued by FinWise Bank, member FDIC. Not an actual client. Terms apply.
Kylie, what's wrong?
I just got hit with a car repair bill. I'm behind on rent, and I feel like I can never save any money.
Have you tried the Albert app? Albert is your financial assistant, helping you find ways to save and create custom budgets to actually grow your money. Plus, you can get up to $10,000 for big expenses, or advance up to $1,000 fast when you need cash right away.
Albert can get me up to $10,000?
Exactly. Albert spots you in a pinch and helps you grow your money in the long run.
I'm downloading Albert right now.
Download the Albert app and use promo code FLEX to borrow up to $10,000 for whatever you need. The Albert app helps you budget better and save more money so you reach your financial goals faster. Download the Albert app right now and use promo code FLEX to borrow up to $10,000. Use code FLEX to borrow up to $10,000.
One of LA's best kept secrets in the heart of Los Angeles, East Central Hotel offers effortless accommodations and unparalleled accessibility. The East Central Hotel is for everyone looking for entertainment with their trendy spacious rooms, a renovated gym, and a patio lounge for breakfast, dinner, and drinks. Stop by their incredible Nixo Lounge before your next event at LA Live. Book your stay at eastcentralhotel.com or call 213-748-1291 today at Entertainment's official address.
Looking for a vodka with standards? Blue Ice delivers. American made from Idaho potatoes, gluten-free, non-GMO, and only 64 calories an ounce. Enjoy the classic Huckleberry with lemonade or award-winning double espresso. Blue Ice vodka, premium taste, nothing extra.
And it is the destination for LA Sports Tonight with Beto Duran and Marcus Grant. Now, here's the thing. You watch Marcus every morning, 6:30 a.m., The Blue Review. Him and Greg Bergman talking Dodgers baseball. And we know Beto's the Cisco Kid around here. Right now, more of Beto and Marcus on ESPN LA.
Dodgers winning. Was there another bad challenge?
Alex Call challenged twice in the same at-bat and lost both of them. So
why is Alex Call challenging anything?
That's the question. So now the Dodgers, it's the end of the first inning, and the Dodgers are out of challenges for the rest of the game.
All right, just to make sure, I'm going to refresh it to see where he's batting in the lineup. Yeah, he's batting 8th.
Yeah.
Why is the number 8 batter challenging in the first inning?
I don't know.
Against the Rockies.
No idea. No idea.
Against a guy who's pitching for the second time in the majors.
So he blew both of the challenges and then struck out on top of it.
Oh, he struck out?
Yeah. Like, if you're going to do that, you should at least drive in a run or two. Nope. That's about as bad. That's about as bad as you can get.
Is that broken down on the Blue Review tomorrow?
I'm sure, yes, that will be talked about.
Bergman is going to rip into him.
Berg has already texted me about it. Yeah.
Blue Review every day, 6:30 on the ESPN Los Angeles YouTube page. Appreciate Josh running the show tonight. Thanks for hanging out with us wherever you may be. Eric in Long Beach said, I started doing fantasy sports in the late 90s. Y'all late to the party.
I just said we did it in the 90s.
We said we did it in the 90s, bro.
In the 90s. What are you talking about?
I'd go get the Daily Breeze and the LA Times, bro. Come on now. Dodgers up 3-0 right now. You know where I'm going Saturday?
Where's that?
I'm going to go down to see the San Diego Cappies.
Oh, really?
The Jays are in town. I have a lot of friends with the Jays.
Okay.
And I got connected and said, hey, you interested in coming on down?
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I haven't been to Petco in a couple of years.
Yeah.
Great experience.
It's a nice ballpark.
Take the train down there.
That's the best.
Take the train down there.
Yes.
And I got some BP passes.
Nice.
So I'm going to go check out the Royals. I mean, the Royals, the Blue Jays and the Padres.
All right.
And I'm going to see, hey, Vladdy Guerrero Jr., what do you got, bro? What's wrong with you, Vladdy?
What is wrong? Yeah, what is wrong with Vladdy?
There's a lot wrong with that entire team.
Yeah.
That might be.
I don't know if the Dodgers broke them.
Yes.
After the World Series or what?
That might be. This is what I want to get into with you. How is it that you and I have been around sports our entire adult lives as professionals working in it?
Mm-hmm.
You see teams get to a spot, the World Series, the finals, wherever it may be. And of course, there's going to be some regression the next year. How is it the Dodgers don't regress? They reload, they maintain it, because the hardest part is the mental side of going through the everyday grind. Again, I'm watching baseball as a casual now. You're watching it more because you're doing the Blue Review and you're paying attention every single day. But when I watch the Dodgers, I guess because I get to watch them as a fan instead of somebody who's covering the team, I'm not too close. I have fun watching them.
Yeah.
So when people are complaining about the Dodgers, I'm like, what is there complain about? The Jays right now, complain you want. Remember the Rangers after a couple years ago when they won the World Series as a Bochy was with them? Complain all you want. You get to there. The hardest part is to maintain, but the Dodgers, how? What?
I don't know. I mean, it's something about the culture they've built. And I think some of the guys they've brought in that, just want to keep winning. And, people talk about the Dodgers spending money and we do the whole thing about they're ruining baseball or whatever. That's all garbage. But part of what has made them successful is, yes, they do spend money and they bring in big-time free agents, but they've also created a situation, a culture that people want to come to. They've created a place where people want to be here. And it's not just about the winning. It's about being in Los Angeles. It's about being in an organization that goes the extra mile to help out. So you have guys who are veterans who've been successful, as Roki Sasaki just gave up a home run.
Oh, to who?
Was that Kyle Karros, maybe?
Is it Kyle Karros?
I think that was Kyle Karros. Yeah, it was
Kyle Karros. Way to feel old.
Right?
Kyle Karros, Mira Costa High, UCLA, all that good stuff. When I used to cover the Dodgers, he and his brother would go to batting practice with their dad, because that's when the games were on Channel 9.
Okay.
Before the Spectrum took over. And you see these kids like, oh, they're tall. Like, because their friends were with them. Karros would bring like his little league team. Like, oh, these are the two tall ones. They're tall. And now he's hitting bombs off
Roki Sasaki, yeah.
He won't be there that long. Karros, kid.
Oh, Karros? No, he's gonna
find
his free agency. He's gonna go
Yankees.
Maybe. Could be.
Anywhere. Anywhere.
I'm trying to.
But the Dodgers just like, you're seeing this, and this is where I feel bad for the Padres fans. See, I don't get caught up in like the rivalry or anything like that. I feel bad for the Padre fans because they were so close. And they had an owner and Peter Seidler, R.I.P., who went all in on them.
Yep.
But if those big numbers don't pay off, Juan Soto, Manny Machado,
right,
Xander, wow. And I just looked at the standings right now. The Padres are 5 games out of the wild card.
Yes.
They're that bad right now? Because I'm not watching Padre games.
For whatever reason, something about playing the Dodgers just sends them into a tailspin. So back in mid-May, the first time they played, the Padres beat the Dodgers. And at that point, I think it was May 18th, the Padres were actually ahead of the Dodgers. They had a half-game lead.
Yeah, they put a banner.
They basically did. From that moment on, the Padres have been the worst team in baseball, and the Dodgers have been the best team in baseball. Damn. And that's why now they're 14 out of the division. They're 5 out in the wild card. It's just all gone bad. You talk about, like, Manny Machado still has, 7 years left on a huge contract.
Darvish still has money.
Darvish has money. Jackson Merrill had a great rookie year. They signed him to a huge contract. He's been in decline ever since then. You mentioned Xander Bogaerts has not been the same guy. I mean, your 3 highest paid guys, you're throwing for Fernando Tatis, who's actually playing better this year.
We're not even going to get into profile, right?
Not even, right? Who's suspended again.
Yeah, I'm not trying to break down the Padres. It's just more of, this is why teams, you can't complain if you're a Padre fan because your team went for it.
Yeah.
Or other organizations, they're not going for it. Colorado. I know Colorado has, brought a brand new front office. What's his name is there? Former Dodger GM.
Paul
DePodesta. He's there
right.
after being with the Browns. He's there. They're trying to do things different. But if owners don't want to win, damn, what do we even do? That's why.
Well, you mentioned the Pirates. I mean, they're kind of another example of that. The fact that they're sort of hanging around is kind of a miracle because they don't invest in that team at all.
This is why I get excited for the future of the Lakers. Not because Guggenheim and Mark Walter can come in and just pay for anybody they want. They can't because restrictions of the way the NBA works. But because they can give you the resources to get better, work in the grades, work in the margins. We could talk about Kuminga. We could talk about what's going to happen. Walker Kessler deal is officially done.
Got to talk about LeBron.
I didn't hear you.
Summer of LeBron.
If you're in Miami, let Rizzo talk about LeBron in Cleveland,
Minnesota,
anywhere. We ain't doing it here, right? We ain't doing it here. But the thing with this is, the sustainability is the hardest part. The Dodgers sustain it. So if you're a Laker fan and you're seeing this, give the new ownership some time. I know it's what the heck are they doing? Who are these guys? But if you look at the contracts, they're not big monster contracts. They're gonna figure some things out. They know what they're doing. Sustainability is what you want to have as a professional.
Right. And I think that's what Guggenheim is going to bring to this, right? Because you're right. They can't approach this the way they approach it in baseball. But here's the thing. I would be willing to bet, whatever happens after this new CBA in baseball, I think there's going to be a lockout. I hate the idea of it, but I would be willing to bet that they're going to be looking at whatever the new CBA is, whatever the new protocols are going to be, and they're going to get on it. They're going to figure out how to win in this new world. I think that's what they're going to do with the Lakers. They've got their analytics guys on both the scouting side and on the contract side. They're going to figure out how to be as efficient and to set up a process that lasts long after they're gone.
All right, here we go. Eric in Long Beach in the YouTube chat. Juan Soto isn't the reason the Mets suck. He's the least of their worries. Freddie Peralta's been terrible. Bo Bichette started slow. They signed a shortstop to play third. They signed a second baseman to play first. Eye roll emoji. Eric in Long Beach, bro, you need to go to the WFAN page. You need to go hang out with anybody in New York right now. Juan Soto's the only name we know with the Mets. We're not trying to break down the Mets. We're just saying the names out there.
Look, he doubled down too. He said they just let their best power hitter leave in free agency. They signed a center fielder who is never healthy. Those are just a few.
All right, well, good for them. I don't care about the Mets.
I mean,
give me good in Strawberry. My point was, just because you sign a superstar, you're not going to get the results. For some reason, the Dodgers signed a superstar.
And they figure it out.
And if they don't figure out, like Kyle Tucker, they just move on with it.
But even the sort of fill-in guys that they're signing have worked. Eric Lauer wasn't supposed to be pitching as well as he was. He was a cast-off. He wasn't pitching well for the Blue Jays. They got rid of him. He shows up here in L.A., And he has been one of their more consistent pitchers all year long. So whatever it is that Dodgers do,
they do it right.
They do it right.
Eric says, I'm a native New Yorker, bro. All right, well.
Hey, Eric, you should call in.
No, he's in Long Beach. Is it Long Beach, New York?
Eric, call in 877
No, we ain't taking no call.
3776. Come on, Eric.
For what? For what? So we could get Keith Hernandez calls? What do you want to do?
Keith Hernandez.
What do you want to do?
I just wanted to call in. He got a lot to say on the YouTube chat.
Why? No, that's what the YouTube chat is for. We don't need to do Mets talk here. Like, I love Gary Cohen, but I'm not doing Mets talk. You don't even know who that is, huh?
I do not know.
They're broadcasters. Fantastic. Howie Rose. Come on. No?
No, not familiar.
No,
and you want to do Mets talk. You don't even know them.
I just want Eric to call in.
You know who used to be the Mets sideline reporter?
Who's that?
Kevin Burkhardt.
Really?
Oh, really?
I used to sit next to Kevin Burkhardt at Dodger games, and he was Kevin Burkhardt, who is the man right now on Fox, right?
Absolutely.
Just calls the Super Bowl. He's super nice, fantastic guy. Burkhardt, you'll like this because you just said something about like underworking. What was your term when you weren't working?
Fun employed.
Fun employed.
Yeah.
Burkhardt was a sports talk radio guy, an update guy in New York, and you know what he did? He was selling cars on the side.
Really?
In his 20s. He was trying to stay in the business. He was selling used cars. And then later on, when he became the Mets reporter, he had a billboard from that said car dealership.
That's awesome.
That he was working at.
That's kind of awesome, actually. Hey, look, I get it,
Eric
man.
Long Beach, tortured fan living in L.A. Eric, you're not tortured. You get to live in L.A. I've been to Queens, bro. There's no need. There's no need. I've been to Flushing. Man, that train going to New York to Mets games. Have you been to a Mets game?
I've never been to a Mets game. But I hear Citi Field's kind of a vibe. Well, maybe not now because the Mets are bad.
Citi Field is cool. Everything around there. Ay, Dios mío.
That's what I hear.
Yeah. Is it still? See now what you did, DeAndre? Now people want to talk about Tim Tuffle.
Tim Tuffle.
They want to talk about Lenny Dystra. You want to talk about this?
Wow.
Yeah.
We're gonna get a Kevin McReynolds update while we're doing this.
Oh, Greg Jeffries. With 2 G's.
Yes.
Oh, now he's from the Bronx. Wait, how are you from the Bronx and a Mets fan? Man, Eric, you're confused, bro. Destination for LA Sports. You know your destination should be Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa. I'm going to take my boy Eric down there, man. Get us some chicharrones, calm him down, maybe take him to the bar. They have a great beer selection, great tequila selection, and Mercado Gonzalez is your spot for all the football game watch parties going on in Costa Mesa. So, of course, the knockout phase is here. You can check out every single football game with giveaways, incredible flavors that make every match unforgettable. You got the asada tacos, the churros, the quesadilla, the ceviche was perfect for this weather right now, all that long while cheering alongside fellow football fans. So whether you're there for the action on the pitch or the unbeatable food and atmosphere, it's a food hall and a mercado. That's all you need. Mercado Gonzalez, the place to celebrate every match.
Join ESPN LA this Friday at Hollywood Park Casino for a live broadcast tailgate party from 7 to 10 a.m. with the Sedano and Cat Morning Show as we get ready to cheer on the quarterfinal final World Cup game at SoFi. See you at Hollywood Park Casino this Friday. For more info, go to playhbc.com. Must be 21 plus to enter. Problem gambling, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Red card penalty. Score big with Waba Grill's new red card combo for a limited time. A mini sweet and spicy chicken bowl, 3-piece chili crisp dumplings, and a side of Wablaze sauce for that extra heat. Then kick it up a notch with our new Penalty Punch, a premium beverage loaded with sweet mango popping boba. It's a flavor finish that hits the back of the neck. Get the red card combo for $9.99. Only at Waba Grill.
Looking for paint that actually lasts? Vista Paint delivers expert quality, rich color, and pro-trusted durability, backed by over 60 years of experience. From your home to your next big project, we've got you covered. Vista Paint, since 1956.
And it is the destination for LA Sports Tonight with Beto Duran and Marcus Grant. Now, here's the thing. You watch Marcus every morning, 6:30 a.m., The Blue Review. Him and Greg Bergman talking Dodgers baseball. And we know Beto's the Cisco Kid around here. Right now, more of Beto and Marcus on ESPN LA.
Get it, Will. Get it, Will. Take me to New York. The Dodgers are playing right now. Updated score. The Dodgers are up 3-2. What happened? How did they give up 2?
He gave him a second home run.
Sasaki solo homers?
Gave up two solo home runs. Yep.
Jeez.
Yep.
Kyle Carrolls and
Edward Julian.
It's the other one.
Yeah.
Where's Ed? Okay, wait. Oh, he's Canadian. In Quebec City.
Yeah.
So it's Julian?
Maybe.
All right. Beto Marcas alongside Marcus Grant with you. DeAndre Hawkins is our producer tonight, doing absolutely the Lord's work right here, working hard. You're a young fella. I am. You said you've never been to New York.
Never been to New York.
Now, you said, I was like, oh, New York's a vibe. You said you like New York.
I like New York. I like Chicago better.
Okay, so where should we send young DeAndre to watch a ball game?
Oh, I think Wrigley. Go to Wrigley.
Think I'm about to go to Wrigley then.
Here's the thing. Wrigley is old. It's not a nice ballpark, but it is
the vibe.
It's the best bar in Chicago.
Yeah.
Wrigley Field is the best bar in Chicago.
Wrigley, DeAndre. Well, you've been baseball. Have you been to Chicago? Wrigley Field?
I have not done Wrigley Field.
Okay, but you've been to Yankee Stadium?
I've been to Yankee Stadium.
Yankee Stadium's different because it's the new one. It's still the Bronx.
Yeah, I've never been to the new one.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel the same. It feels corporate, but
That's
it's
what I heard.
But it's right across the street. So Chicago, DeAndre, it's where I was telling Marcus, where every college grad who went to a cold weather school like Michigan State, Michigan, Notre Dame, they all moved to Wrigley for the summer, and they're just out there vibing. I was in my 20s, and here's the name you remember. We saw Pirates one day, and then the next day we saw the Cardinals.
Okay.
Cardinals and Cubs, rivals, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
The day before, we were in the bleachers in left field. And the reason you want to go to Chicago is it's just a party out there, just like you said, Marcus. And then they're yelling from left field, right field sucks.
Yep.
The right field's yelling, left field sucks. They're going back and forth the entire game. And there was a dude heckling the Pirates left fielder. Remember Tiki Redmond?
Yeah.
This dude was just yelling. Imagine DeAndre hearing this for 8 innings. Tiki!
Wait, actually?
This dude, because they're day games. So these like college bros are just getting lit. And mind you, they're lit before you walk in there.
Yep.
And it was Tiki! And he knew Tiki's name, his family. He knew everything about him. Until finally Tiki turned around. Love you, Tiki! That goes on in Wrigley.
I went because also you have the houses across the street from Wrigley, and you can sit on the rooftop.
See, I went before they were able to do that.
So
before they went corporate.
So like now you go and you can. That is a great time as long as you're not interested in watching.
Can you see the game though?
So from where I was, you could see half of center field and left. You lost pretty much all of right field from where I was.
Okay.
But you could see most of center field and all of left field, and then you could see the entire infield. The good thing is there's TVs up there, so you can watch them on TV.
Okay.
But also, food and drink is included with the price of your ticket.
Oh,
so,
really?
So you get your ticket, you stand out in front of like whatever the address is of the apartment building you're gonna sit at. So you wait, and then somebody comes and they lead you up the stairs because you walk all the way up these stairs because people are actually living in these apartments.
Yeah.
To the rooftop. But they've got, it's like kind of like buffet or whatever. They got like a steamer with hot dogs. They've got like, different popcorns and snacks and like drinks and beer, and it's all included. And you just sit there and I couldn't tell. I know they were playing the Giants. I couldn't tell you much more about what happened that day beyond that. That's
simple
it.
as that.
So what is the best ballpark that you guys have been to?
Ooh. See, okay, so Fenway outside is fun because they close the streets down.
Yeah.
But the best vibe, I'm going to go with Wrigley.
It's Wrigley, yeah.
All right.
It's the best vibe.
Sure. Chicago's a great city in the summer. Cold as hell in the winter.
Have you been down to the south side with the White Sox?
Yes, I have.
I've never been to the White Sox.
And the best is when you're on the L, the train, you get down, and then the ushers are there. All right, ballpark to the right. On your own to the left. They legit say that because it's the south side.
Yeah.
So we went to a Sox game, and then afterwards we tried to go to the United Center to see the Jordan statue. And, hey, where's that at? They're like, no. No. You get back on that train. It's a rough area.
Yeah.
But Sox games are just whatever.
Yeah.
They're
I
whatever.
mean, they're having a good season right now. Yeah.
So it might be a
It
little
don't
more
matter.
fun this
It
year,
don't-
but generally,
it's like owning an Angel game. It's like whatever. Right
they are
now.
they're definitely little brother.
Yeah,
in the
definitely little
city.
brother. And
Is
people,
that like a Lakers and Clippers thing? Like they're like the little
yeah, something like that. Because everybody's a Cubs fan, stuff like that. But daytime at Wrigley is cool.
It's the
Boston's a
best.
great spot where it's at around Fenway. Good stuff right there. You got to go, man. You got to go check it out.
Might make that a trip. Yeah.
Yeah, go to the Bronx. Don't go to. If you don't go to a Mets game, you're not missing anything.
Okay.
Because there's nothing around Citi Field. Because it's like literally junkyards around there.
Really?
Yeah. So
Yeah,
they're-
it's not great around city.
Yeah,
I
they're
know
trying-
that.
yeah,
I know that.
so you
I've never been to Pittsburgh. I've heard Pittsburgh that the PNC is
Yeah.
actually really cool.
my friend Joe's the
I've heard it's very
broadcaster
cool.
for the Pirates. He's like, whenever you want to come, like, okay, it's cool. I'll go to a game. What am I gonna do for the next couple of days?
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm not really trying to go
to Pittsburgh.
Yeah. Maybe if I could do like a Pirates and a Steelers game combined, but other than that though, not really. I still got I think like 10 more to go.
I've always wanted to do like you can do like a Chicago Milwaukee
Yes.
daily double. Like I'd want to do that. Do a day game in
Yeah.
Chicago, and then you can like I think it's like 90 minutes. I think
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah,
to,
it's
to
like going to
Milwaukee.
LA to Anaheim to San Diego. Something
Yeah,
like that.
I'd love to do that.
So it's crazy. When I went to Miami, I was hoping that the Marlins that they're playing, but they were on the road.
Yeah.
I
drove
would
by-
go.
That's a cool stadium.
I drove by the ballpark though.
Yeah, right there in
it's-
Brickell.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Yeah, I would
Hey,
totally go.
Let me
if they
tell you.
were
Let me
down.
tell you about my time in Brickell.
Oh, here we go.
Hey.
I was down over there in Brickell.
Let me just tell you, from the penthouse that I was staying at, I could see the roof open up. I was looking into the stadium. Nobody was in there, but I was looking into it.
I mean, I went to just years ago. I went to a Diamondbacks Marlins game in Arizona, and it was basically there were few enough people there that it would have been easier for the players to just introduce themselves personally to every fan. Like, what do you do with that? We don't do starting lineups. Just like have them walk up and shake everybody's hand. That's how few people there were.
You were like, hey, challenge.
It was
challenge.
It was literally it was D-backs Marlins on a Tuesday night when both those teams were bad. Like there was nobody there.
Wow, what's wrong with you? But you got to go do it. You're a
Yeah,
baseball
yeah,
guy.
whatever.
I got no problem going to games.
That's cool.
Tomorrow, World Cup is back. We have, who is it tomorrow?
France and Morocco.
Oh, France and Morocco at 1 o'clock. So only one game
Yeah.
tomorrow. And then Friday, I'm going to be at Hollywood Park for Spain, Belgium in the morning. I'm trying to find a way to sneak into the game. I don't know what's going to happen.
Good luck.
For France, Morocco tomorrow. Do we want France?
Sure, why not? I mean, I guess if you want to root for the underdogs, like, there's Morocco, but everybody's sort of like a big club that's left. There aren't a whole lot of like true underdogs remaining.
Well, I'm rooting for DeAndre.
Let's go Mbappe.
Oh, see how you are? See how you are? Will, appreciate you hanging out with us and actually talking today. That's good stuff for you.
Yeah, see?
Josh, fantastic work. Marcus, always great seeing you.
Exactly. See you
nice
tomorrow.
and easy. No LeBron, no fantasy talk.
There it
today.
is.
Wait,
Hey, summer of LeBron starts tomorrow again.
not when I'm here. Destination for LA Sports, Beto Duran with you on 710 ESPN.
Download to see if you qualify. Not all customers will qualify. Transfer fees may apply. No Albert subscription required. Albert is not a bank. Albert Instant Loans are issued by FinWise Bank, member FDIC. Not an actual client. Terms apply.
Kylie, what's wrong?
I just got hit with a car repair bill. I'm behind on rent, and I feel like I can never save any money.
Have you tried the Albert app? Albert is your financial assistant, helping you find ways to save and create custom budgets to actually grow your money. Plus, you can get up to $10,000 for big expenses or